Masters, masters of the metaverse, masters of the metaverse. They travel through time and space and stuff. Troll them, re-roll them, throw them above. They fly through dimensions, this isn't a bluff. Heroes compelled, they have no choice. Bound by the winds of a secret voice. Masters, masters of the metaverse, masters of the metaverse. Masters, masters of the metaverse, masters of the metaverse.
You're live.
Hello and welcome to Masters of the Metaverse, the single most interactive show about space princesses on Not TV Today. Welcome to Hyper RPG, the hyperactive, interactive, community-driven channel where you are in control today, because on Masters of the Metaverse, what you say goes, and what goes is usually pretty darn wacky. I would like first to introduce the lovely cast of Masters of the Metaverse, who are playing both our meta pilots and our magical space princesses. First, I would like to introduce Lisa Coronado, who made it here despite the fact that she recently lost a child. Sorry, too soon?
Spoilers?
Too soon.
I haven't watched it yet, so I don't know that.
I don't even know how you made it, honestly. Like, all these bad things keep happening to all these people I keep watching you play on TV.
Yes.
And you still show up for the show anyway.
I need the show. It's
For those of you who don't know, Lisa is on Twin Peaks right now. That's pretty fancy. That's a real television show, guys. Not like this.
Legitimate. She's the real deal.
Well, I don't know. I think we have more fun. Generally.
No, this is fun.
This is way more fun. That's good to know. Vanessa Postel, who is also here, who's just all over the place doing stuff lately, and
Everywhere.
can be seen in Journey Quest Season 3 briefly.
Oh, yes.
Yes, as well as Attacking the Darkness.
Less
Moving over to the lovely
often.
Miss Maggie Ferguson Wagstaff, aka Fergie Waggy, the lovely Maggie, actress extraordinaire. Also appears in Attacking the Darkness and Journey Quest 3.
Not attacking the dark.
Yeah, you do. You appear in it.
Opening, remember?
You're
Jessica.
Oh my God,
you're literally in the first like minute and a half of that
We did
movie.
the other shoot.
Correct.
Oh God, I forgot.
Okay.
She forgets her own filmography. That's how prolific she is.
Yes.
ladies and gentlemen.
Just one of her many children.
Sarah Sanders, Odie, how did the interview go today?
I think okay.
Yeah?
But they were writing things down while I was answering questions, so I couldn't gauge like, oh yes, we like that answer.
Did you remember to take off your tiara? That's the
Yes, no, the tiara was not on. So
okay.
They were not confused that I was a space
That might
princess.
hurt your chances because that
Hopefully,
looks.
just math/tech teacher is all they got from the interview.
Gosh, yeah. Considering at least once a week you play a licensed psychiatrist,
I should be fine, right?
yeah, you should be. This should be easy because you can play doctor better than anybody else I know on this show. Chris, Odie, how's it feeling?
Your challenge. Wait, what?
Second week in the chair, man. How are you?
It's good. It's feeling good.
And you're adjusting to Space Princess life?
It's kind of nice to have a back rest.
It is. I miss mine. I just kind of lean my head on the TV when I get tired.
I
don't think there's any problem at all with that.
No.
And Brad came with me.
Yeah. So who brought Space Princess weapons today? Because I am so freaking happy right now. All these Space Princesses, they went out and they made their own weapons. I mean, I helped some here and there.
Like this one.
We take our space princessing very seriously.
They're really, really serious about
Very
this.
serious.
I thought like going in character wearing a cowboy hat was pretty boss back in the Western days, but we are all decked out with our princess accoutrement, and I could not be happier.
I don't do the voice. What's the voice of Brad?
I don't know. He's kind of like a thinner Cartman. Yeah.
I don't do it well. Could you?
No, I'm doing it. I'll do it for you. Like we have to get in there. I have to get into it first. But first, let's talk about where we are in the metaverse today. Our meta pilots have been inserted into the bodies of magical space princesses who were just about to have the coronation of a brand new space princess when the queen seemed to go crazy and destroy the keepstone of the cosmos.
See?
The keepstone of the cosmos was the stone that held all of your other powers together and allowed you to form into Glamatron. when you are in your most powerful form. With the stone destroyed, a new stone was born. And since there were no eligible princesses in the room, it went to the first eligible prince.
Sup?
Prince Chad.
Chad.
With the power of Chad.
AKA friendship.
The evil Queen Loriana escaped, destroying a good portion of the space station with it, leaving our space princesses to clean up the mess, defeat the bad guys, and try to figure out what to do with a boy. They had some pretty interesting ideas towards the end of the episode, but those ideas have all been retconned because this is a family show. So,
Which no one told me about.
during the cleanup over the next couple of weeks, Glamatron Base, also known as the Sparkle Prize when it's in ship form, the wings of it have been obviously torn off, and all of the towers have been damaged, but they are rebuilding. This is a time for rebuilding. Things have been sad. So many noble space princesses died that day. A day that was supposed to be the happiest in the galaxy. And now, here you are, the first line of defense in the galaxy. And Chad. Chad, tell us a little bit about your week. How did it go? What were you trying to do? What was your main focus?
Well, you know, host guy, as I reflect back on the events of the past week, I can't help but be thoughtful about the bonds of sisterhood that bind this group of fantastic Sparkle sisters together, and the ways in which each one of them in their own unique way has opened up their heart and their life to the Chad.
It's beautiful.
And I appreciate their welcome and their offer of, dare I say, friendship.
So, while the rest of you are busy rebuilding the base using your powerful magics, Chad is there contemplating his friendship with you very openly and with his feelings right here.
Dear
That's how a real man
Space
acts.
Diary,
Can we make him our mascot?
Dear Space Diary, go.
this week I made new friends.
Ugh.
It made me feel good inside. I hope to help them to feel good inside.
Wait, what?
Chad moves on to talk about his friends individually.
Eliana is the Sparkle sister who seems the easiest to get to know. She has a heart of gold, which is reflective in the sunshine of which she has the domain power control over. Selenia, I think beneath her gothic exterior beats the heart
What is she, a castle?
of a truly amazing space princess, one with potential beyond imagination. I always confuse how to say Riki's name. It's either Riki or Ricky or
Ricci.
Ricci.
Reachy.
Fortunately, she's such a kind-hearted person that she gives me forgiveness every time I say it incorrectly. Her intellect knows no comparisons, and I believe she's been working on a book.
Always.
Vega seems very angry and tends to glare at me every time I write in my space diary. I think she probably is right now. She's a hard nut to crack, but I intend to crack her.
So you've been sitting in the cafeteria for the better part of lunch as Chad reads you his space diary. It's gotten a little old, but it's time to go to your separate wings.
Oh, thank God.
Vega, you have to go to the space wing and oversee your family showing up from the Black Star system.
Okay.
Zelania, it's time to go to the Burger Town Incorporated wing and make sure that all the festivities are set up, because all of the important people from your respective systems are showing up to your respective wings, and that includes your respective families. That's right, your parents are coming to check on you.
Oh, God. Okay.
All of your parents, Chad.
Where's Mom?
All of your parents.
Like, does she like get mom and I like get dad, or?
No, well, No,
How's
you,
that, like,
you
really
both
gonna
get
work?
dad because mom is busy ruling her galaxy.
Okay.
We have different dads.
Do we have? Oh, okay.
You do have different dads.
I totally spaced that one. Sorry.
It's all good. It's all
Spaced
good.
it. Sparkle sisters. So, yeah, you're all going to your respective wings when you are greeted by your families. We'll start with Eliana, excuse me.
Like, hi, Dad.
Your dad dotes on you more than most dads dote on most young princesses,
Well,
which is to
duh.
say a lot. So it's all hugs and kisses.
Hi, Dad.
Oh, Ellie, I was so worried about you when the queen.
Oh, like when she totally got decapitated, or
Oh,
no, she
it
decapitated
was
the other
awful.
girl.
I can't believe
was
you go out.
terrible.
I can't believe you go out there and risk your life week after week. I'm
That's what
just
space
so
princesses
proud
do,
of you.
Dad.
And I realized that you were distressed. And I know we have a big grand ball of the type that you very like with all
And
of
I
your
wear
favorite.
like a really pretty dress. That's
All
like
of your
pink and
favorite
droopy.
carnival games are going to be there, and there's going to be a delightful ballroom dancing
Is
segment.
there gonna be the thing where I like totally have the mallet and go pff, and it goes?
It's your favorite game. We would not have forgotten it. Everything is being set up as we speak, my dear. And good news. You remember when you were 5 and we betrothed you to young Prince Andrus? He's here too, and he is so excited to see you. He wants to take you on a very special date tonight.
Andrus is.
Andrus, your fiance?
Oh, I like totally spaced on that one. Like I can't go on a date with Andrus.
Oh no, it's okay for him to court you. You're betrothed.
I know, but like I'm not really interested in the whole like getting married thing. It's not really on my list.
Of course, but it's good to spend time with the person that you'll eventually marry.
And I like totally get that in concept, Dad, but like I can't go on this date.
Why not? Oh, are you sick? Let me check. Oh no. No, you're quite well,
Totally thought
hot
I was
as the sun.
feverish.
Prince Andrus is going to be so excited.
I already have a boyfriend.
I'm sorry, what?
I totally dating someone.
You're seeing someone?
Yeah,
And you didn't tell your father?
well, like it's really new.
Wait, who is he?
He's really nice and like you're totally gonna like
Who
him.
is?
He treats me
he?
really nicely and he's really
Ellie.
concerned with friendship and stuff. His name is Chad.
Well, I look very forward to meeting this Chad at the ball this evening.
Yeah, he's great.
Cut to Burger Town Incorporated. Your dad gets you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like your mom does not get you at all.
Nope.
But your dad gets you. And he's not all huggy, lovey-dovey. He's all about you be you.
Yeah.
And he has got like the party that he has set up in Burger Town Incorporated wing is epic.
Yeah.
The lights are pretty much non-existent. Okay? Everything is done in candles, everything is done in rich mahogany. It's set up like a giant coffee shop. Big comfy couches everywhere, paintings of David Bowie on the wall. I mean, it is absolutely fantastic, and they're gonna have a gigantic poetry slam tonight. And
none of the poetry will rhyme.
No,
none
it
of
doesn't
it,
have
not
to
a bit.
rhyme.
And people will
None.
snap when it's over, and you'll know they had a good time because of the snapping. It is a great time. So,
I love it.
your dad wanted to let you know something. Zelenia,
Yeah.
I know this is a somber occasion for you,
Yeah.
but I understand that your heart must be hurting from all the princesses that were lost.
Yeah, but like I keep it deep down.
Mm-hmm. I would like you to know that we have asked Byron to attend this evening, to attend to your emotional needs.
I'm sorry, what?
Byron, you're betrothed. Remember when you were 6 and we married you off to a prince?
Yeah.
And after you retire, you have to marry him? Well, we brought him here.
Well, I'm never retiring, so you probably shouldn't have brought it.
Well, everyone has to retire eventually, Zelenia.
That's what you think.
But, from what I understand, he is a very learned individual. He's been spending some time at university.
Great.
He really likes music. You like music.
Yeah.
He likes music.
Yeah. Is he here right now?
He's here on station right now.
Oh, that's gonna be really awkward, Dad.
Awkward? Why?
I've been making out with another boy. Like, tongue.
Zelenia.
Yeah. I get to make my own choices, Dad.
Zelenia.
Yeah.
You've been making out with a boy?
Yeah, like
Zelenia.
a lot of over the sweater action.
Zelenia. I am your father. You know me very well. You've been making out with a boy?
Yeah.
Because you like boys so much?
Yeah.
Oh, really? And what's this boy's name, Zelenia?
Chad.
You have a boyfriend named Chad.
Yes.
All right, well, we'll see him tonight at the poetry slam.
If you can stop us from just like sucking face the whole time. Yeah.
I'll do my absolute best, Zelenia.
Great.
I've already invited Byron, so he'll be my date for the evening, I suppose.
That's way better than mine.
I'm sure we both can't wait to see this.
Yeah. Okay.
Meanwhile. Just because I like saying meanwhile. Makes me happy. Black Star. Black Star Wing is popping. Like, there was a parade earlier. All the guns were up in the air. It was good times. Like, everything is so rigid and ordered, and like all the footsteps perfectly in time with each other. And it's kind of good to be home. I mean, like, you don't like the whole like evil overlord military society thing, but you do. It's great. Your mother has shown up with your father. And, of course, your betrothed. You may remember Commander Raven with his thick roguish accent and his adherence to military tactics. He is just every bit the man's man any woman would hate. And he is just head over heels in love with you. This is a guy who never smiles, who always stands perfectly straight. And when he stepped off the shuttle and saw you, you saw his eyes light up. And he gave you flowers.
Gross.
That's so sweet.
No.
Right. Not
It
Allergic to
sucks.
flowers.
no. No.
Vega, your mother says. I am. It's lovely to see you. You certainly are wearing a lot of color, aren't you?
Yeah.
Keeping your sword sharp, I suppose?
Absolutely.
You see, we've brought Lord Raven with us.
Uh-huh.
He would very much like you to accompany him tonight to the festivities in Black Star.
I am so flattered. But I'm afraid that is probably not going to be possible.
Well, flattery is below a princess, Vega.
Well, in this area, it's actually considered to be very polite to show your flattery. Feelings of flattery. So I did. However, I can't go with him tonight.
Oh, you can't go with him tonight. Lord Blackstar, who actually went through almost 17 sparkle systems to get here and to be at your party today. You just can't be there.
If you would have let me know, I could have written back or told you not to bring him.
Well, you couldn't because there was a crisis.
I know.
So you are expected.
Which I did a really good job
Unless
at,
you
by
can
the
come
way.
up with a really good reason not to go.
I found a fornicating partner.
I see. Well, bring your fornicating partner along. I absolutely cannot wait to meet him, and I'm sure your father will be very pleased as well.
He's deaf. He won't be able to understand you.
Oh,
Just try to leave
he's
him
deaf.
alone.
All right, well, we will see you at 7 then. What's his name? I won't say it loud.
Chad.
All right. It is. And with that, they walk out. Richie, you have been walking Chad to his wing because it's on the way.
Oh.
Wow, that's an awful thing you just did, chat, and I love you for it.
We didn't hear anything.
It's already
Oh, it's not up. What seems to be the problem, princesses?
No, we're nothing. Carry on.
So, Chad, Richie, you've actually been walking down the corridor. She has agreed to accompany you to your wing because you still can't find it. You still can't find it. It's like you get your own wing of the palace.
It is a very large palace.
And it's kind of messed up.
I appreciate the architectural magnificence which went into its creation.
Yes, I'm glad that you appreciate that. It was very meticulously designed. It's kind of like Hogwarts.
That sounds like a magical sort of place, Princess Vega.
It is. Anyway, we're here.
Oh, thank you. That was such a quick walk.
As the door slides open, both of you see Chad's entire family. All of his sisters and all of his brothers, and both parents standing there looking very, very hopeful. Mother is dressed to the nines in the most expensive off-the-rack dress that there was. Father is looking like a kind of an older version of Chad, but his tunic is kind of open a little bit, and he has a medallion kind of hanging there. You think that his hand looks surprisingly empty, like there should be a beer in it, but there isn't.
Wow.
He's got basically the throne room equivalent of a bathrobe on. But I mean, he looks good.
Fancy.
You know, for a guy in his 50s, he's looking pretty good.
It's good to see you both, parental units. You look marvelous and very king and queenly.
Hey, who's my boy? Who's my boy?
That'd be neat.
Come here, you! What is with the hat?
Well, it's a long story.
Oh, it's
Dad.
not a hat.
And who is this?
This is Princess Vega.
No, I'm Princess Richie.
Why did I say Vega? I'm sorry, Richie. I'm
It's
still
okay.
learning
Hold
everybody.
the phone.
Caught off guard.
My boy knows more than one princess.
Oh, yeah.
Ah!
I know 4.
Stop it.
Yeah.
That is my boy. All right. So, what are we doing tonight? I thought we'd go get fancy family dinner.
We have.
You can bring your little girlfriend along. You got somewhere to be? We would be honored to dine with the space. And at that point, he gets like right into prince mode. Like,
Oh.
we would be honored, Your Highness, if you would join us and my very, very eligible son for a dinner this evening. Well, and I gotta hear all about what you have been doing. I heard something about the coronation going all hooey, and you were there.
Yeah, that's how I got the thing.
The hat.
Yeah, it's a crystal.
It's a magical princess crown.
Yep.
Chad edition.
You gave him a crown?
Yeah.
Oh, well, it must be serious then, huh?
Well, no. I mean,
Fantastic. All right. So
No,
we're going
Dad,
to do dinner at 7 o'clock. Okay?
That sounds great.
Do you mind? Oh, we are just so delighted that you could be there. And I'm sorry, that keepstone is fantastic. What is that?
Keepstone.
Is that the time keepstone?
Yes.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Thank you.
Testing the bot. Hashtag MetaPoint.
Yeah, thanks for testing that bot. All right, so you meet up with your families, and then you all go to meet up with each other in the common room. Let's see how this goes.
You're gonna tell him that I'm not your girlfriend, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's so. I do apologize.
Oh, it's all right.
My parents have been trying to find someone. It's very important to my parents that I find a proper paramour with whom to be paired off to.
Sure. Do you have a paramour that you'd like to be paired with?
Well, there was this young lady back in the homeland, you
Oh,
know,
what was her name?
Estelina. Princess Estelina of Esteban.
Right.
Yep.
Cool. What happened to her?
Well, you know, we met, but we didn't really hit it off well. We kind of had some mutual interests.
Okay.
We,
I totally get it. I know what their mutual interest is.
I mean, she's a wonderful lady. We've actually become decent friends. It's just
I
there's
totally get it.
no real reason for the two of us. See, biologically speaking, sometimes princes like
Can I get a bluff
princesses,
roll out of you
Sometimes.
to convince them that your girlfriend isn't from Space Canada?
I'm in the middle right now, aren't I?
You are happily in the middle.
I don't think I have what? Where's my character? Here we go.
I totally don't see bluffing on there.
I know.
Would it be a mind?
I think it's a soul.
A soul?
Is this a form of schmoozing?
You know what? Since you're trying to sell an obvious lie, I'm gonna call it schmoozing. Yeah.
I made it by 5.
Congratulations. 5 is more than enough to convince them that your girlfriend is not from Space Canada and that she is a very, very real person who is a very real person named Estelina, who's a princess from Esteban.
True.
Princess Estelina of Esteban.
Does my street sense factor in at all? Perhaps I could roll to see if I can tell.
Street sense
Are we there?
might apply. I'll give you a roll. Let me
Okay.
see if you have anything that might.
I have persuasion. Does that? No, that's.
This is more about noticing than it is
Yeah.
about actually
I hear
persuading
you.
someone.
Okay.
So we're gonna just call it a straight mind check with anything that you might have.
Ooh, I have interrogation.
Me too.
I have like
New Space Diary. Today I watched a man self-implode while trying to go dates with multiple women at the same time. Also, Brad was there. Hashtag meta meltdown.
Oh, that's gonna make things interesting. isn't it?
Oh, God!
like I totally have knowledge of unicorns and boys specifically.
Boys, okay. Give me a roll.
Okay.
Knowledge, unicorns, and boys. I'll take
Knowledge,
it.
Unicorns and boys. I totally passed it by 3.
You passed it by 3. You've heard of Space Canada, and for some reason it sounds familiar to you.
Okay.
Is that like space camp?
Little bit. It's a place that nobody ever really goes.
Like, are we all sitting at the same table?
But people always talk
I
about.
think so. We're all at the same table, right?
Yeah, you're all hanging out in the common area.
So, like Chad, I just totally the DL. It's no big deal or anything, but like when my parents come over, if you could wanted to like put your arm around me or like give me a little smooch on the cheek, because I totally told them that we're like together. Okay? Thanks.
Oh yeah, no problem, Princess Eliana.
Okay, great.
This might be awkward, but you and I need to make out in front of my dad.
But definitely not like in front of my parents, since
No,
he's
we have
supposed to be
different dads. He's to come to my. You can't have him. It's my party, and I get
I
it.
totally don't want him, but I just need my parents to think, or my
Okay.
dad to think that.
All right. Well, look, Dad bought Byron.
He totally told me about that guy. He sounded like a real bore.
Yeah. So don't make me suffer with Byron. Let me have Chad.
Well, I have Andres here, and I
No,
totally need
ladies,
Chad
ladies.
to.
We can work on
fend
this
him
together. It'll be copacetic.
Chad, you can like totally do that.
Yeah, no problem. We'll
I
figure
figured-
this out.
Your parties are at the same time.
I can
yeah.
absolutely do this.
Yo! Chad!
Yeah, Brad, what's up?
Chad, my man! You can't go on 2 dates with 2 girls at the same time?
Yeah. You
Why
gotta
not?
pick-
What's the
Because
worst
it's
that can
crazy,
happen?
Chad. Nobody can pull that off.
No.
Not even you, brother.
I think we can do it.
Chad.
Will you help me, Brad?
Chad, I need your help too.
Oh,
And
he's
here we go.
strangely silent now.
So I had this really horrible guy that I was betrothed to, named Raven. He's awful.
His
and
name is Raven. He
Yes.
sounds fantastic.
Oh, Commander Raven?
he's all manly and meaty and
Raven.
just gross.
Lord Commander Raven?
Of Black Star System?
Yes, yes. And I was totally taken off guard, and I told both my parents that we had physical relations and also that you were hard of hearing. So I need.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah, Brad.
Okay, so Chad is talking to his food again. He's been doing this for the last couple of weeks. He keeps calling his drumstick that he carries around Brad.
Yeah.
And he keeps talking to it and listening to it and responding to it.
But we don't hear it.
You don't hear a thing.
Hey, Chad.
What was that, Brad?
Okay, now unless my math is way off, and it might be because I'm a piece of meat.
You're more than just that, Brad. You're my friend.
Oh, bro. Bro, man, take a big bite. I love you, man. Take a big bite.
Ah, thank you, man.
It's a big.
Oh, God.
So Chad's telling his food that he loves it. He's taking a big bite of it. Man, but like, it sounds like you got 4 dates.
It's true.
Now I was suggesting like maybe wear like a different jacket to one, but now you got 4, and they're all round about the same time, I would guess.
Hey, Chad. Chad.
Oh, yeah. Pardon me, Brad.
How's your chicken?
Oh, it's fantastic.
I think that's actually like a turkey leg. It's
Turkey.
really big.
It's some form of space poultry.
How is it not molded?
I don't discriminate.
Yeah.
How does it stay fresh?
Oh, well, you know, during that cataclysmic event on the space station, this turkey leg here, it seems to have become, you know, my friend. And somehow it was imbued with magical powers that enable it to remain fresh.
Like, do you think that when the stone like went into his head that it
Can
like
I get
pushed out
everybody to
something
make
else?
a sorcery roll who is not Chad?
Oh, can I spend a meta point?
You may.
Thanks.
That was the one we had.
That was our meta point.
Oh, like, I totally failed at that. And let's take so bad. Those spells,
11,
like,
and I
really
think my
suck.
sorcery is 11. 16. I beat by 5.
Nice.
I beat mine by
Okay.
3.
Yeah, 12.
No go from the six.
No go. Okay. First of all,
You're too close.
Zelenia, here's what you know.
Yeah.
Boys are liars.
Yeah.
Boys make up stories just to say things. Sometimes they talk just to hear their head roar, and this is clearly an example of that.
Yeah.
He might not be lying. I mean, it's possible. This is the first time you've ever heard of a keepstone just forming randomly.
It's true.
So any number of strange things could have happened, and since he didn't have a wand before, it does make a certain amount of sense, although why it is alive and talks to him might just be the after effects of the drugs that he was intaking during that particular coronation event.
Hey, Chad.
Oh,
what,
yeah.
what does your turkey leg say to you?
Well, sometimes he has, you know, worldly advice. Sometimes he tells me jokes.
Okay, great. Super interesting. Back to the point at hand. You need to come to my party and suck my face.
I think that's really kind of graphic, but you could just come to my party for like a minute and be like schmooze and, you know, carry me around. Maybe we could do like a little dance or something, but yeah, you totally need to be at my party too, okay?
And you said that we're fornicating?
Fornication partners.
Which, by the
It
way,
happened.
is super
Fornicated
gross.
Okay.
partners, but you don't have to say anything.
Ew, and you totally
Okay.
don't have to like
Because
do
you're
it.
deaf.
Well,
Oh, that's
hard
fair.
of hearing, possibly from like some epic fight.
You said deaf. You used the words deaf.
All right, well,
I was smart because I can't talk.
Well, no, like totally different.
Technically,
sign language?
Chad, now you're not a scientician, but you do know that deaf doesn't mean you can't talk. It
This
just
is
means
true.
you can't hear.
This is very true.
Right.
This,
I just
this is
meant,
what
like-
you took away from that, just so you know.
I just meant never
No
mind.
problem. Brad, do you see any problems with this plan?
Heck no, man, this is the best plan ever. What's the plan?
Well, the plan is that I'm going to go on 4 dates tonight at the same time at the same restaurant.
Wait, what?
this is gonna be a hard sell to my
Can we
Chad.
ask at the same restaurant? That was gonna be super awkward.
Here's the problem that you all know about. Each one of your particular dates is in your particular wing of the palace, each of which is having its own separate celebration.
I misinformed
same
you,
time?
Brad. I'm sorry.
At the same time.
At the same time or staggered?
They all start at 7 p.m. sharp.
Space Princess, Sparkle Sisters, this is not a problem. We have control over things like space and time and the sun and moon, and if everything goes wrong, friendship itself. With our powers combined, we can solve this dilemma.
Chad, you're right. You're right, though that was not
Sparkle Sisters will make this work.
at all. Yeah, exactly.
I have like some 40-minute formal speech thing that happens at the beginning of mine, so I can buy a little time.
Yes, your event is somewhat boring, although usually a fight breaks out, and that's kind of cool. Also, there's going to be a jousting event.
Sparkle Sisters.
They'll let me
each other's
joust this
Of
time.
course they'll let you joust.
Could we go to like each other's parties? Because they sound really cool.
Well, given the power of the meta meltdown, you probably will.
Sparkle Sisters, I wouldn't normally ever use my powers in this way, but I can help you, obviously, because time...
You could like totally turn back time.
No, I can't turn back time.
Like share?
But I can make like a Chad time
You
share.
can totally make like
A Chad timeshare. Can I get a sorcery roll from you, please,
Chad
Ricci?
bubble.
And because you came up with the idea, I'm going to give you a +5 bonus to it.
I beat it by 2.
Okay, which means you beat it by 7, which is great. So what you can do with a Chad timeshare is totally possible. What you would need to do is to all go to your separate dates. You'd have to basically pull future versions of Chad from a few seconds in the future. That way there's like 4 copies of him that exist at the same time. Now, if your calculations are correct,
which they always are.
Well, they're usually correct. There was the one time with that time inducer and...
There's a 0.1% chance.
Always. There's always that 0.1% chance. That you make 4 Chads. The one thing that you got to keep in mind is they'll all be able to act separately from each other and be at 4 separate places at 4 separate times. However, something that happens to one of the Chads in one of the places happens to all of the Chads in all of the places.
So, like, if somebody beats him with something, then all of the Chads get hurt.
If one of the Chads
Why
dies,
was that the first place
all
you
of the
went?
Chads die.
Because boys deserve to get beat up.
Oh, what if one of the Chads drinks punch?
Does the other Chads, do they have
Then
to
the
go
other
to the
Chads,
bathroom?
Do they
yep,
taste
they
it?
would have to go to the bathroom too, and so on and so forth.
If one of the Chads is making out with her, does that mean all of them are making out?
No.
Gross, okay.
That's good.
I think he means like
The sensation
physical
would be
harm.
there, and probably the uncomfortable
they would be
sensations would all be there.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. So if one
You
Chad
don't want to be slow dancing with him while he's making out with somebody else, is what I'm saying.
Ew.
Okay.
So knowing the consequences, do you want my help?
Yes, please.
Yeah,
Like,
I
I
can't-
really, really don't want to be with Andress
I
tonight.
can't look at
I don't need it because I got time. So you guys decide what works best for you.
Yeah, but like after the 40 minutes, like they're gonna want to talk to him.
And like totally wonder why your boyfriend is such a slacker and not even there.
Okay.
They do have a point. There's a certain matter of formality that has to be...
Well, if you can't guarantee him to me after 40 minutes, then let's do the time bubble.
yeah, like also if he misses your speech, will your parents be pissed?
Yeah, and like if dutiful robot
God,
boyfriend
and
is
then
still
Raven
there.
will be there all like, bleh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Need him.
Is that what he's like?
It's really nice of you to go along with this,
So
by the way.
like chest and hair and blah.
Oh, then I get it.
All right, so are we agreed that this is what's going to happen?
I don't think we really
I
have
don't
a choice.
see how it can go wrong.
I don't see how it can go wrong either. You
totally
just
love
one
this
guy
plan.
going on 4 dates with 4 different space princesses at the exact same time in
Chad is-
4 different locations.
We just have to remember that we're friends.
Yeah, like totally Space Sisters.
Chad, can you handle this?
I like all the girls on the team.
You love Chad. Chad is like totally our
Oh
boy
no,
wonder.
no, I do not
Don't
love.
smeg it up.
Just a few weeks ago, I was in the kitchen and I was working on this very masterful vegan souffle. And at the same time that I was making this, I was also responsible for a most magnificent rack of lamb that was grilling over to the side.
Oh, no one
Simultaneously, I had to keep an eye on the buffet table as it was being well stocked. I can multitask like nobody's business.
And it's a good thing you can, because you're going to. It's going to be super fun. Ricci, you're going to be in charge of the time shifting for this, okay?
Time shift.
That's right. When you get bored of the scene, I just want you to shift it.
No
Okay?
problem.
So we're going to have to obviously get to all of the different dates. And we're going to have to do them all at the same time. If we get into rounds, which means we can turn on our overhead at any point now and get our buffs going, let me explain to you what you have for this evening's festivity, courtesy of the good supporters at Patreon.
Thank you,
and shit.
Patreon. Thank you, Patreon.
Aquamarine, 10 armor,
Cool.
+3 to any one roll.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Jenica,
Yes.
10 armor,
Yeah.
+2 to any one roll.
Thank you, Patreon.
Rosie, 10 armor,
Yep.
+2 to any one roll.
Thank you.
Tessa, there, I guess they feel bad about your kid. No armor, +5 to any one roll.
Ooh,
No armor.
Big Tom,
but +5.
Yeah.
10 armor, +7 to any one roll. They love the Chad. I don't even know what to tell you.
They love
the Patreons love the Chad.
Chad's great.
Well, this is Chad's initiation. You
The
better not.
GM, I get 10
Richie, I
armor
think
for
you're my
any one of
favorite.
my NPCs,
Ooh.
and +3 to any one roll, so I don't kill you too bad on your dates. Because what could possibly happen dangerous during any one, let alone 4 of these dates?
We might have to touch each other.
Just keep your wits about you.
How do we transform at the same time?
You don't have to transform at the same time. When you are physically separated from the other princesses, you may transform into your battle form at will by simply shouting out your ability and power the same way you normally would.
Including our dragon, phoenix.
You can pull out your
Whatever
individual phoenixes and dragons and such
Okay.
in times of great need if you're not with other people.
Okay, cool.
But great need is required as their magic is super powerful and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, got it.
Yakety MacGuffin. Great. So with those bonuses in mind, let's see what we have on the board, and how we are starting things out right now is with our first hack attack. I am so excited about this one, ladies and gentlemen. It did not get read over the intercom because it was not on yet, but I am
Please borrow chats from 20 minutes in the future. It will be like Max Headroom. Or hashtag MetaVoice.
yeah, we needed those. And Max Headroom, good reference. I love you for that. Okay. Hack attack. A Metapod screw-up transposes the identities of Chad and Brad.
What? Wait, what? What does that mean?
That means he's going to his first date as Brad.
As bro.
Yes, who wants to be like the sucker who gets sucker me first?
All right, so the sucker
ladies
who gets
look
stuck with you
delightful
first. I've got 1, 2, 3, and 4. Ready?
Yes.
What is this?
Congratulations, Eliana. You have the very first date.
I'm taking a meta point right now.
Lady, you look hot tonight.
Do you want a meta point?
Like, that's totally
I want a meta
inappropriate.
point.
We just used 3.
I saw.
Like, what is wrong with you, Chad?
What do you mean?
Like, you're acting super weird.
No, you seem to be confusing me with that big hunk of guy that I, walk around with. My name's Brad. It's very nice to meet you.
Like, are you having some sort of mental breakdown?
Brad.
Yeah, what's up, Chad?
Brad, take me out your pocket right now.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Hey, buddy, how's it going?
Oh my god, like, he's totally talking to stupid.
Oh, wait, now the voice is up here, which means...
Brad.
Yeah.
Brad.
Huh?
Brad. You gotta be cool, man. All right, I don't ever ask anything from you, so I just, please, you gotta do this one thing for me, man. Just this one thing. All right, you're about to go on 4 dates with 4 princesses. I need you to
Sweet score! Thank you, buddy.
I need you to be me, and I need you to be cool.
Hey, Chad, don't forget we also have a date at 7. Love Estelina. Hashtag MetaVoice.
Thank you for the meta point,
Hey,
Chad.
buddy, you seem to have a 5th date going on tonight as well.
Look, I don't even have time to get into this right now. Just 2 things, bro, okay?
Yeah.
Be me, be cool.
Oh,
Say it with me, man.
be me,
Uh-huh.
be cool. Yeah, I can do that. That's not a problem.
No. And I think
Okay, I'll see you later, buddy.
And with that, Brad puts his Brad blaster away.
Like, if you could keep the turkey meat stick, like, in your pocket, it'd be super great.
Ha, I like the way you think, but that's a bit of a euphemism for me, but that's no problem.
Okay, so, like, all you have to do is, like, smile and treat me like a princess, which is what I am. So you should totally do that, okay?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, and, like, when
When do we eat?
we're later.
And with that,
Yeah, how long it's been since I ate?
and with that, you show up at the door for dinner.
Oh, fantastic.
We eat now, obviously. Okay, so you'd have to hold my hand. Thank you.
Whoa, I've got limbs. Holy cow.
Time
This is
shift!
amazing.
Time shift! We shift away from the beginning of Eliana's terrible date to Chad's very own terrible date with Ricci. Okay, so you guys,
Chad or Brad right now?
you are still Brad right now. For the
Okay.
first round of this, you are stuck being Brad, brother.
This is a great hack attack.
This is a great hack attack. I love this.
Brad.
Oh, it's only for a round. I'm mildly disappointed.
Dude, get me out of your pocket. Okay, look, these are my parents. It is very important that you do not mess this up for me.
Chad?
Yeah. Wait, no, I'm Brad. She's talking to you.
What?
Here you go.
What?
The turkey leg.
He can't hear me. You have to translate. She can't hear me.
Are you
Oh,
talking?
she can't hear you.
She can't hear me.
Oh, you can't hear him.
Who are you?
I'm supposed to translate.
Okay, translate. I'm ready.
Okay, Richie.
Okay, Richie.
It's me, Chad.
It's me, Chad.
The turkey meat is Chad?
I thought you knew that.
Brad
didn't.
has body switched with me. I
Brad.
need you to help him pretend to be me during our date.
Brad has
What?
This is my turkey leg. There are many like them. This one is mine.
Brad,
You just need help.
Brad, this is not cool, bro.
tell me what the turkey leg said.
Oh, I was just playing with you. I'm gonna put this back down.
This won't last forever. This won't as you put him away.
Okay, I know that you're Brad.
Sorry, just having some fun with you. No, I'm Chad. We
You
met
just
before.
said that you were Brad.
No, I was kidding. It was a joke. On Esteban, we joke all the time.
It's true. We're a bunch of jokers.
Party.
Says Chad's father. Hey, boy, looking good.
Hey there, big guy.
Yeah, he calls me big guy because I'm his big guy
Oh,
because I
that's-
raised him.
He always calls you big guy. He's called you that before.
Yeah, I think. I don't know. We
Sure.
don't see each other much. How was school? Did you graduate? I sent you a card. You remember it? You got the card and
Yeah, it was-
and the Visa gift card. You have to activate that. That's why there was
actually,
no
the
money on
card
there. You
that-
have to activate it.
Yeah, it was already used. Someone
yeah.
had taken the money on it.
Oh, yeah.
I need
okay.
if you could send me another one.
You
sometime.
know I will, boy. You know I will. I'm so proud of you. I want to hear all about your sexy space princess friend.
Yeah, this is Lady in
Princess
Blue. That's what we
Princess
call her.
Richie.
Princess Ricci.
Yes, the keeper of time.
Keeper of time.
obviously.
I Googled you a little bit, and
Oh.
I am very familiar with your body of work. It spans time, which is interesting.
It does.
I,
Did you read my essay on spacing?
Oh, I did. Actually, I read the beginning of it. I skimmed the rest.
Oh. Okay.
Well, I'm an excellent speed reader. Chad will tell you all about it. You remember when you were in the 6th grade, buddy? And
yeah.
Tell him the story. Tell her the story.
Yeah,
tell her the story
so
about
I was
your
in
dad.
the 6th grade, and he picked up. He got this book,
Yeah.
and like he sat down to read the book, and then like I don't know, maybe an hour he was done. It's pretty impressive.
Wow. Good
No.
story, Chad.
That's not the story.
Chad.
Time shift.
As you time shift somewhere.
Brad doesn't know the
no,
story.
it
He
fell.
wasn't there.
Oh, Vega! So you've got Chad kind of decked out, like he's wearing epaulets. He's got like a really nice military-esque looking suit. You didn't put any decoration on it because you don't want people to think that he's actually a soldier.
Look at me. I'm Colonel Sanders.
Remember, just sit there and look admiringly at me and just don't say anything.
Yeah, no problem.
Brad! Okay,
what's up?
Which one are we on? Which date are we on?
We're with the angry one.
How are we? Okay, look, you gotta be nice to Vega. She hates you.
She hates you. She doesn't know who I am.
I don't
She's gonna
hate
hate you
turkeys.
even more
Stop
if you mess
talking
this
that
up.
thing.
Because clearly nothing can go wrong with this plan. Hashtag MetaPoint.
Yeah.
I'm spending.
Yeah, I'm
Use
spending.
it.
Going all the way over.
Oh.
3
boy.
points got used. Thank you, Chuck.
She hates me. I just like if you could just try and be like actually cool this time.
What? Why would she hate you? You're quite lovable.
Yeah,
I don't hate turkey. Stop it. Put it away.
You know, it's funny you should say that. Never mind.
So there he is, your date, in front of like polite military society of Black Star, waving a gun around with a piece of meat on the end of it, and he's talking to it. Now, it's not uncommon for men on Black Star to talk to their guns on the regular, so it's not quite as awkward as it could be, but you might want to make some kind of etiquette roll. Military tactics will actually work well in this case because it is Black Star, and I believe that you have that skill.
Yes, I do. I beat it by 7.
7, fantastic. So you managed to kind of nudge him while he's talking to it to keep his elbow in so it looks like he's holding his gun at least in the right position.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the best you can do because he's talking to a piece of meat and wearing a Space Princess crown.
All right.
And epaulets.
Chad,
And epaulets.
do you want to become a sparkle princess?
I thought he already was one.
You have not been initiated or accepted.
I don't think this is coming out.
Well, you can do it on your own. You can do it in a sisterhood. Do you want to belong to the sisterhood?
When you put it that way, sure, yeah.
Then put the fucking piece of turkey down.
Oh. If I do that, I don't have to do it on my own anymore.
This is Chadwick Jr. Magical Space Prince Esteban.
Yo, how's it going? Greetings.
It's going very well. Vega's mother is a hard-looking woman. She is beautiful, but she looks like she could easily whip the ass off of everybody that you've ever met without blinking an eye. She has this mouth that doesn't seem to actually have lips because it's pursed so tight at all times. As she looks at you with terrible disdain and asks, "So, Chad."
Yes, that is my name.
Tell me what you do, exactly.
Well?
Life story, starting at birth, ending at now.
He reads
Go.
lips, but not great, Mom. Give him a break.
A long, long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away,
Esteban is quite out there.
my parents engaged in relations that led to birth. It was.
Your mother looks over you. Well, at least they still fornicate on Esteban.
It was an uneventful birth, and then I got older.
Music.
I like him for the physical aspect, not so much.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
And as I
Go
got
back, drop him. Let's see what you got.
Time shift!
Time shift.
We used 3 meta points, by the way.
Of course you did. No, they just gave you 5. I took away the 3.
Oh, okay. We used 3 after that.
Oh, did you? Well, that's very, very honest of you. I'll make you pay for it.
honest, man.
This is so stressful.
Being on a date with Brad is
Is everybody having a good time on their dates so far?
I'm loving this.
Let's start.
I've got opposable lips or thumbs. Look at this. Look at this. I put my arms in the air.
Oh, you've never made me want Chad more ever.
Zelenia! Meanwhile, at the coffee shop, you've seated yourself in a large, comfy couch.
Yeah.
There's a fireplace with fake fire.
I'll put my arm around her.
Don't touch me.
Are we still on?
Chad is trying to put the moves on you as best he can when he seems to shake his head a little bit and come back into himself. Chad
boy.
decides immediately, for some reason, to have words with his gun.
Dude, that was so not cool.
Tell me you would have done the same thing, man. Tell me. Just look me in the meat and tell me you would have done the same thing. Look at me, bro.
Chad?
Look at me in my googly eyes. Tell me you wouldn't have gone for it. I didn't know how long I was gonna be in a body with appendages. I had to go for it, man.
I understand, Brad, and
Chad!
I forgive you.
Chad, this is not talking
And with that,
time.
Chad hugs his meat and goes back to trying to put the yawn and stretch on Zelenia.
I swear to God, if you touch me, I will break
We're
everything.
gonna be cool.
rocked
We're gonna be cool.
Chad, this is not talking time. This is the part I will break every finger on your hand.
I thought you wanted to try to be like together. and
Chad,
stuff.
this is the poetry writing time. This is where we have silence and we put our
You
feelings
do notice
on a
that
page.
your father is giving you an interesting look
I can
as
write
you
poetry.
and a little smile as you fend off this man.
Okay, kiss my hand. Just kiss my hand. Kiss my hand. Just do it. Okay.
He raises his eyebrows as you give him the thumbs up and let him know that everything is good and you're not about to throw up in your mouth a little bit.
No.
It is then that the beat poetry contest starts.
Oh, thank God.
The first poet of the evening is fantastic. His whole poem is about death and decay. The next several poems are all on a common theme of entropy, but still real good words.
Yeah.
These are true artists. The next contestant is none other than your betrothed, Byron.
You seem upset.
Oh, put your arm around me.
No problem.
Oh God. If you
Can I give you can I get a schmoozing roll out of you, Chad?
Yeah, I'm gonna take a couple points and go full Chad.
Full Chad always gets the job done.
That just sounds bad.
Yeah, that's right. He went full Chad. He's got a complete Chad.
Beat it by 5.
Congratulations. You managed to get your arm around her in the schmooziest way possible and still make it look good. Her father smiles at you. Byron gets up on stage. Now, interesting thing, you've known Byron for a long time on and off. He sends you stupid letters all the stupid time.
Yeah, I don't read them.
Right, no, nobody does. And the few times that you've met him, he's been a, what's the word? He's a foppish boy. He always is wearing the latest fashion. He's very into pop music. His hair is always perfect, and he has this awful little accent that you just know is faked.
He sounds cute. Like we totally all have the little wasps in our ears, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And so we can like totally hear what's going on in each other's dates.
You can hear what's going on, but you cannot interact because it's happening in the same moment.
Oh no, like because we wouldn't want to say anything out loud.
I will let you listen in on everybody else's conversation if I can get sorcery rolls from all of those who wish to.
Yeah.
So you can compartmentalize your brain to hear a conversation at the same time you're having
beat the
one.
crap out of that.
8
I
by
did 12.
That's plenty.
By 4.
Okay, good enough.
I need about 8.
You didn't even need to worry about it
Right, because I'm there.
because you're kind
Time.
of orchestrating right now.
You're so talented. Thank you. So are you.
I beat it by 4.
You did make it. You're doing very, very, very well. So Byron gets
Do
up
all
there.
of the Chads then have wasps?
There's only enough for one of the Chads to have a wasp.
We'll go with Chad Prime.
Chad Prime.
Which one's Jack?
You don't know which one Chad Prime is.
It's the one with reaching.
You think that you're the one who's Chad Prime.
Duh.
This is getting
can random
real
it.
Matrixy.
Let's start
Or
that
Inception.
hashtag attack.
Another one.
Oh no, we got another one.
Yeah, let's get it going.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a first date. You're like nervous and excited and scared.
That is exactly what it's like.
That's a really good description.
You're all doing great on your respective dates. I would just like to pat myself on the back really quick for making successful encounters out of a dating simulation.
Time shift!
Time shift!
We don't get to hear Byron, thank God.
Oh, we will, I hope.
Oh, don't worry, because we are back at Eliana.
Okay, like, so, are you like better now?
So you find yourselves on the midway. Chad, you're not really sure how you got to the midway as you have been in your own pocket for the last several minutes.
Like, okay, you can like put your arm around me. Very good. Okay. Like the midway of like a carnival?
It's like a midway of a carnival. Everything is decorated in pink and
Okay,
purples and pastel colors.
Yeah.
I got this.
And before you go to the dance, it's customary for the prince to win his princess a prize and for the princess to win her prince a prize.
Okay, like I'm totally gonna dominate over there, but where do you think you would be the best at?
Any midway game you can
I'm
think
not
of.
like sure any of them
There's
focus on
skee ball. There's
friendship.
the one where you shoot the water gun into the clown's mouth in a non-pornographic way. There's the one where you throw the darts at the balloons. There's the one with the BB gun that you shoot the little star out of. They're all there.
Is there any of those ones with like the rickety basketball hoop that doesn't give any way that you try and shoot in?
No, but there is the one with the impossible to knock over milk bottles that you throw a baseball at, as well as the ring toss where the rings are only slightly larger than
Good luck to all.
pegs.
Hashtag attack.
Oh! What about
Jack?
what about the one where you just pick up a duck and hope that the bottom has the number on
There
it?
is the pick up a duck
I want
game.
to go skee ball.
Huh?
Skee ball.
You're going with skee ball.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Chad. He's gonna go a little bit from dude to bro, and see if we can do this.
You're gonna try and do the impress the girl with your skee ball skills game. All right. So here's what I need from you. I'm going to roll up a base score that you will have to beat in 3 rolls. So I need basically skill rolls for skee ball. Sports is also.
Use of sports.
You have sports.
Yep.
First dates are hard for everyone, admittedly. They are a little harder when you are a man with a gem stuck in your forehead, wearing a crown, talking to a turkey leg on 4 first dates.
I feel you, chat.
But still, hack attack.
Oh my.
It's on its way. We don't know yet.
You could probably remove the one. It's still there. I think.
Oh, did I? Oh, yeah, I did.
It's all good. It's just scaring us when we.
I didn't mean to scare you with the hack attack that I didn't put up. I apologize. Yeah, I can't help but notice. Did our hack attack price go down? Damn. Oh, we're just almost there. I see.
Yeah.
And we made our first waffle, everybody. Make sure you get that stuff to us so we can have your waffle ready for you, because I really like writing songs on Monday mornings now. It's kind of part of my ritual.
So you want my roll?
Yeah, give me your first roll, and you're using sports, is that correct?
Yeah, I beat it by 2. I got an 11.
An 11, okay. And second roll?
Ooh, I beat it by 4. I got a 9.
So you beat it by the first time?
By 2.
By 2, and then by 4.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Next.
Beat it by 2 again.
You beat it by 2 again.
With an 11.
You lose your first game. You get a pretty good score.
I'm sorry, Princess.
But there's no prize for second place in this skee ball game.
Now, if this had been a contest of culinary precision.
Like, it totally was not a contest of culinary precision. Okay, it's my turn, yeah?
Yes, it is.
Okay, great. So I would like to use my growth to get bigger with the mallet while I'm holding it, and so I can beat the crap out of the thing and go.
Now, are you playing whack-a-mole, or are you doing
it's
like the strength thing where you have to get the thing to hit the bell?
But I'm like bigger and therefore stronger.
So you're growing stronger, also larger and stronger yourself.
And like the weight of the mallet grows proportionally to the growth. Of the mallet.
How much bigger are you becoming?
I can go up to 5 times.
Yes, I mean, are you going to go to your full 5 times?
Don't do it.
Smash
it. No, you'll blow out the room.
Yeah.
Do you need to be a 25-foot tall?
I suppose not. It's just so cool when I do. So I guess I'll just be like twice.
Isn't it a magic room?
All right. So I mean, just the fact that you're a 10-foot tall,
yeah, like
probably 400-pound space princess.
She just swell her forearms and be like.
I totally do not want to swell my forearms.
The power. Yeah, she's not Popeye. She's a space princess. She's a space princess who has.
She wants to stay proportional.
I would like to stay proportional.
Popeye powers, anyway.
Okay. And yeah. So I would like I'm assuming I do the same like 3 roll thing.
You only need 1 roll.
Okay, then I'm definitely using a meta point so that
And what skill are you using?
I am the growth skill, and then I suppose I could use. Would that be like my sorcery skill?
The growth is not a skill; it's just a power you can do, and you're welcome to use your magic. I'll make you roll sorcery for that when we get there.
Okay.
I just want to know if are you making like a basic body check?
Body with a modifier for your size.
And for the super strength ranks that come with growth, so.
Unless you think it's like a form of dance that's really elegant and beautiful.
I don't think I could justify that.
Nice try.
So,
no, well, it was a very nice try. I enjoyed it.
So I could do it like an unarmed attack, except it would be armed.
It's an armed attack.
So never mind.
You can just do an armed attack. It's fine. Just roll your ACV.
Okay.
Versus my Carnival Games defensive combat value.
Okay.
It's stationary, which means it can't dodge.
And I get like a bonus for being big, right?
You do.
Okay.
Beat that boy.
I totally got a 14.
You got a 14, and your body right now is effectively, hold on, Eliana has a normal body of 6 plus effective 4 for each rank of super strength, which you got 2, which is 14.
Oh, great. So I like totally hit it.
You will totally hit it. You're not going to hit quite the dinger unless you beat it by a little bit, but you only have to beat it by about 2.
Oh, I have a patron bonus of like 2.
You want to use that?
Use that.
Yeah.
All right, ding! You win a prize.
Well
Are you gonna have the little lady here pick something out for you?
Like, is there something you want?
Your first instinct is to go towards one of the giant stuffed animals because when you were a kid, you never got one. But then you realize that all of these particular stuffed animals are animated. Like they will walk around and like they come to life because they're magical, and that's how that works. it's a lot of responsibility, way more than a goldfish.
That's more commitment than I'm looking for right now.
Oh, that says
Let's
something.
keep that on the down low, okay? Because I'm with you, so that I don't have to be with this other guy.
Time shift!
Commit up.
Time shift! As he picks out a prize. Figure out what that prize is in the meantime, guys. I'll get back to you as we head over to your date. What were you doing?
Wait, what?
This is
Chad?
family dinner. This is like a really fancy restaurant. You've finally gotten back into your old Chad self, and you're able to talk to your own family again. It's now that you've realized what an uncouth bastard your father is. But you're holding it together, and Ricci seems to have pretty good control of the situation.
Chad,
Oh, sorry, Ricci. It was almost like I was in a different location.
you're back!
Yeah.
I knew it. The turkey leg told me that he was Chad, but you're Chad.
He did. You believed him?
No, of course not.
No, but I
And
mean,
let's do a poll in chat right now to see whether it is Space Applebee's or Space Red Lobster. But it's definitely one of the two because I love it.
Oh, Cheddar Bay Biscuit.
This is good. But you could see through. You could see through the Brad to the Chad?
I asked Brad who he was talking to, and then he said that it was Chad, and he was gonna translate, and then he backtracked and said that he was Chad, and by then it was too late, because obviously it wasn't.
Exactly.
Right. So Brad is your turkey leg?
Yeah, it's not really a long story. When everybody died, somehow my turkey leg became magically enchanted into some sort of wand thing for me. And so now whenever we do our routine to transform, I have to bring my buddy out here. We're good now, it's cool. But at the same time, the turkey leg then became some sort of blasting weapon gun device, in addition to becoming a never-ending source of delicious turkey protein and having this personality, which you experienced momentarily.
Ricci, this information is actually pretty useful. If you would make for me a couple of rolls, first one being a sorcery roll.
Well, we'll get to the bottom of why this is happening.
I appreciate that.
I rolled a 10. Yeah.
Great, and sorcery is 18.
Oh, yes. And then
Just
again,
asking, I should have known that because I made all of these.
it's okay.
It's like
And
hard to
I need a
memorize.
biological sciences roll. Or biology. Or...
I beat it by 3.
Excellent. Beating it is all I'm really looking for.
I could contribute with domestic arts if that would help.
It wouldn't, but nope. Okay, so what you've kind of been able to piece together is that when the Cosmos Stone, which was kind of the stone of creation, that keepstone was, it was by far one of the more powerful ones that there are. When it was destroyed, as kind of a safeguard, a new stone was created. It's not completely unheard of in the history of Space Princesses for a new stone to show up. It's just very, very rare. And of course, it's never happened to a boy before. This tells you a couple of things. It will make the biological changes necessary to turn a space prince into a space princess. Those changes are not necessarily sexual organs. Okay?
Interesting.
Although there was a brief blossoming of things, he has since gone back to his normal human form. And he's still clearly a male. Something else changed inside of him to make him eligible to be a space princess. One of those things was he is now able to use a wand, which men can't generally do. He had nothing bonded to him, and the thing he was feeling closest to was that turkey leg.
Just some towards the hashtag architect because of Kristen's great call for the poll.
Thank you, chat.
Oh, thank you, chat.
So was it Red Lobster or Applebee's?
Oh gosh, okay, so our poll is results. Space Applebee's. Oh, we missed it by 1 vote, Space Red Lobsters. No cheddar biscuits for you. Instead, you get 2 space entrees for 25 space bucks. And that comes with the appetizer of your choice.
Mozzarella sticks.
Damn, Skippy.
You read my mind.
With
Like,
some marinara to
I
dip.
could totally go for some mozzarella sticks right now.
All right, we're all going out for Mott Sticks after the show.
Chad, I know what happened.
And some poppers, because I like it spicy.
Me too. Like jalapeno
You've
poppers.
definitely got the beginnings of what the hell is going on with Chad's power, and it's nothing like anything you've ever heard of before. This is the scientific discovery of the millennium.
Oh my gosh, Chad, this is the scientific discovery of the millennium!
I was having the same thought.
What? Weird. So you know how men can't use wands normally? So when the new stone was formed, there needed to be a change within you. And you were feeling very close to your turkey leg at that time, it seems like. At least I feel that way intuitively.
Time shift!
Time shift!
Oh, Vega!
Yeah.
Okay. Here's how this party has been going so far.
So good.
Your quote-unquote boyfriend came in, whipped out a gun, started talking to it, gave it a big hug, put it away. He seemed to come back to his normal douchey self after that. He is just rubbing you the wrong way. Like, when you saw Lord, like Commander Raven across the room giving you the look, you're just like, this is not the impression I was hoping to make. No. But it does seem to be working in that he got insanely jealous.
Oh, okay.
Like, insanely jealous. He made a facial expression twice. You can tell that he is freaking out.
Okay. Good.
After a while, he seethes and seethes and seethes, and he walks past you towards Chad.
I just have to contribute to the hashtag hack attack.
I don't even want to know what you guys
Chad.
are doing. I'm so scared right now of your hack attack. What is happening? Oh, God.
The last one was really good.
The last one was really good.
It's probably going to be amazing.
It's
'cause
probably
chat's amazing.
that doesn't mean I'm not scared.
Oh,
I
terrified.
see what you have done to game masters in the past, and I'm not falling out of this chair. Not for you, not for anybody. Okay. As he walks past you, he gives you this look like, so that's what you like.
Oh, I would hit him.
Let me show you what a real man does. And he walks over to Chad, who's just like, he's looking over the hors d'oeuvres, just trying not to be obtrusive at this point. Like, this is not his scene.
Can I use empathy on him?
Yeah, you can. As he walks towards you, would you like to use empathy?
I would like to use empathy, please.
Okay, tell me what your total roll is.
6.
6 out of 12, right?
Is it on sorcery?
Yes.
Yeah, it's out of 12.
Okay, so he doesn't like you. You beat it by 6, but it's empathy, which is, as we know,
the shittiest of the psychic powers.
shittiest of the psychic powers. And you can read his mood super well. And
I'd like to friend zone him.
He means you harm.
May I try to friend zone him, please?
So are you going to whip out your wand and point it at him?
Do I need that to do that?
You do, yeah.
I'm going to come get in between the two of them.
It's worth it. I'd like to friend zone him.
Okay, can I have you, hold on, I'm gonna give you a chance here, because I love you.
Do that. It's gonna be a bloodbath.
Okay, give me your knowledge.
Great.
Yeah, give me your knowledge foreign culture roll.
Because guys who pout are so super attractive. Hashtag Hezbollah.
I beat it by 6.
I might need it right now.
You beat it by 6.
6, yeah.
Okay.
What is this, a gun show? Come on.
If you beat it by 6, and that was, yeah, that's good enough. In Black Star,
Yeah.
any type of drawing of any type of either magical device, weapon, or the casting of any spell at any one particular person as opposed to a group is automatically a duel to the death.
I'd like to cast friend zone on him.
No, I run in. I'm running in. I'm running in and intercepting.
Okay, I need you to give me your friend zone attack. I just make a basic ranged ACV with this since you're doing it by pointing.
Hey Chad, it's Brad. We need a one holster. This pocket thing ain't working out. See, I meet and combine with your massive. So every massive crotch flop sweat I just can stand
Oh,
the
I'm
smell.
sorry, Brad.
And I don't even have a nose. Hashtag hack attack.
I'm so sorry, Brad.
We are almost to our next hack attack, everybody. Let's get there. We're close.
Time shift!
Oh.
We've got to let this role play out, unfortunately.
So, what do you want to know?
Huh?
What do you want
He's
to know?
rolling.
He's rolling.
I need you to roll your attack roll because you're
I'm using my buff to give him a +3 point bonus.
you're officially in a duel now, just by pulling it out.
Oh, that's good.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 3.
You rolled.
She gave him a 3 point. Oh, that's not gonna help. Oh god.
You rolled a 3.
Yeah, so
Got it.
3-point
Oh,
bonus.
he's
I rolled
good.
a 0.
Yeah, these rolls.
Okay, now I would like you to make your attack roll to interpose yourself.
God. All
I'm
right.
gonna friend zone that guy.
I rolled an 8, and what attack am I using?
Hashtag attack cause no whale thought challenging. Chat was a good idea.
So close. We're almost there.
Talon does it every week.
That's true.
Yeah. I'm not saying you can't kill me. I'm very fragile. You can kill me.
Intimidation, is that what I'm using?
No, you have to actually interpose yourself physically as an attack. You have to do some magical kung fu shit in
So
order to make this
sorcery?
work. You can use your sorcery roll to get there fast enough.
What do you want me to? I rolled an 8.
An unarmed attack, right?
Yeah, it
Unarmed
would be-
attack is 8.
An unarmed attack. It's a block strike. You what was the roll?
She got it on the dot.
8.
She rolled an 8. She needs an 8. She has an 8 for her
with her katana. You have an 8.
No.
For unarmed, she's at 8. For
Unarmed is 8. I could also use gravity and
No, she's using sorcery though, not unarmed.
Okay.
sorcery.
Hers
is,
works kind of funny because
I beat it by 8.
her
then.
fighting goes into her.
Sorcery, I beat it by 8.
Okay. Whew, that's close. Let's see what his DCV does.
Let's just see.
Which he has to roll with his soul instead of his body because it's attacking. Oh crap! Even crappier. So I rolled 16 for him to dodge you, and 21 for him to dodge.
Chad, feeling the need to be helpful to each girl, must do something to impress the family of each. This is a jousting contest, his family. A drinking contest, Rosie, beat poetry, and Janine ballroom dancing.
Oh, nice.
Hashtag hack attack.
There's your hack attack. Oh, now we know what all of our challenges are going to be.
Jousting? Sweet.
Chad has to impress our
All of your
families
families.
by doing those activities.
Okay. Well, I save him here, so.
He said he rolled a 21.
Yeah, no, you definitely.
Oh, you saved him. Okay, good.
You definitely get in the way in
Shove him
time,
on his back and I get
but
right
in
his face.
doing so, you kicked your suitor like out of the way. Like the only way for you to do it was to kind of teleport over there and kind of hip check him real quick.
Raven?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah. So
right,
you
dude.
basically tackled him. Can I get you to make a politics and etiquette foreign culture roll? Both
a
of you
4.
too, Chad. You got what?
I rolled a 4.
You rolled a 4?
Uh-huh.
Nice. Okay, so
I'm still nice about it.
and how'd you do?
I made my foreign culture by 3.
Excellent. So you both know that what you did just now is an overt sexual advance
Oh.
in your culture.
To Chad?
Like,
No,
I figured no.
yeah,
to
no, this is
Raven, I
that
figured.
was equivalent. Like you might as well just grabbed him by the back of his head and laid one on him.
Yeah.
It's that.
I knew it would turn him on.
So yeah, no. So he's all about it, and you're really mad at Chad right now.
God, Chad, I
but-
told you to fight him with
But
friendship.
here's the thing: you can't bring yourself to yell at him. He's your best friend.
Friend zone.
Like
You friend zoned me?
You got in the
on
way.
accident, he friend zoned you.
Oh, because she got in the way.
Yeah, you interposed yourself, but you stopped the duel from happening. However, you just hit on your fiance in a very, very forward way,
In public.
and you got friend zoned by your date.
God. Time
Dang it.
shift!
That was so.
Time shift.
That was so forward of you.
That's just not how I wanted it to go.
Zelenia. Death.
Poetry.
He says at the end. And honestly, it is by far the most attractive Byron has ever been. He went to a lot of trouble today. He wore all grays and monotone colors. He did some eye makeup, and he read some poetry that did not rhyme
All over that.
and had the word death in it. 19 times. And it was only a 20-word poem.
What was the 20th word?
Zelenia.
I mean, like,
It was technically a love poem.
yeah, but like that was just like a checklist of stuff that he like did. Doesn't mean he changed. Doesn't mean he changes who he is.
Right, he's still a boy.
Yeah, gross.
All right. As is customary, as these two are betrothed, my daughter's latest suitor, Chad, will now come up and read his poem that he has prepared ahead of time.
Shit.
All right, I need you to give me a, just any die, roll one of them, tell me if you get low or high.
Any die?
Any die.
I got low. Well, I got a middling. I got a 3 on a
mid-low.
D8.
A 3 on a D8, that's gonna be low since it's a,
Half
right.
of that.
Math teacher over here, way to go.
Yeah,
Teaching
ace
him
that
some
interview.
things. All right, here's the thing. You did prepare a poem, but it was when Brad was in control a few minutes back, so Brad wrote the poem. You can either read the poem that Brad gave you, or you could quickly try to compose a new poem.
I'm gonna do a different poem, and I'm ready.
Okay, so from what you've seen, can I get one more etiquette roll from you?
Oh yeah, that's bad.
Chad.
It was the D8 equivalent of boxcars.
Ah, great, so a critical fail.
Yes.
That's what I wanted to hear.
Oh god.
Let me just roll my dice real quick. I get to use the smaller ones now because you critically failed.
Yep.
All right. From what you've seen and what you can tell, the surest way to win this contest is to have the best poem, not necessarily. Being loud is super important.
Roses are red, violets are blue. Boys can be stupid, but girls are always cool. Hashtag cool rule.
Oh, I'm excited to use that one. I've been waiting for a rule of cool all night.
We said these are meltdown. I just remember we had meltdown.
Oh yeah, no, we're gonna get there. I'm so excited. How are we doing on time? Oh, plenty of time. Excellent. Things are about to get interesting. Okay, so like I said, being loud is very important. Making eye contact is not only encouraged, but almost required with each individual who's in the room. It is very important, from what you have noticed, to look at your shoes the entire time that you are walking up to the stage. But once you get to the microphone, it's also important to go into the microphone and then start with the eye contact and look away from your shoes while yelling your poem at the top of your lungs. And just in case the people in the back can't hear you, it might be good if you started snapping for them early.
You want this poem?
This is the surest way to get it won, is all I'm saying.
I've got this down. You ready?
Yep.
It's on your space phone?
Oh god.
Everybody!
It's then that you remember that the microphone is still there and you forgot to spit into it. Now that you know for a fact that you are back on track, you know you can begin your poem.
Selenia,
Yeah.
that I did always love, I bring thee proof that till I loved I never lived enough, that I shall love always. I argue thee that love is life, and life hath immortality. This dost thou doubt, sweet? Then have I nothing to show.
That's painful.
But Calvary. Then I'll walk back to my seat and sit down.
Time shift!
And yes, that was totally Emily Dickinson.
and we time shift.
Oh, Jesus.
Are we at me now?
We are.
Like, Chad, your other Chad was really, really weird with Selenia. Just FYI, it was gross. Okay. So did you pick your prize?
Oh.
Like, you're totally supposed to pick a prize, right?
Yeah, I forgot where we were.
You're at the carnival.
Did Kristen say things are about to get interesting? Let's help with that. Hashtag system shock.
Shoot.
Thank you.
Let's drop that right now, everybody, because I just love those system shocks. They are so fun for me.
For me.
I like things that are fun for me.
Like, totally understandable.
Tessa, all the way pilot.
Hey, sweet Moses.
I have night crown.
I'll get to roll that again. That's still way too high. I should roll smaller dice. I think that's probably the way to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, okay, you are right in the middle. Rosie, right in the middle. Jenica, all the way pilot.
Son of a monkey.
No, I'm sorry, guys. And you're all the way Avatar.
Oh.
You just chatted the shit out of that.
Oh!
Hashtag metal because things went wrong.
Thank you for the 10 stack. We love you.
I'm spending 3 because it's my turn.
Do you use that to be on your turn?
Yeah.
That couldn't have happened at a nicer
That
time,
was
Chad. You're
very
being
nice,
too
Chad.
nice to them.
Chad and Brad both say thank you.
So, but
You're the best guy.
I'll only use 3 so that my Sparkle sisters can have some extras as well.
Thank you, Sparkle.
Oh, so she used 3? Okay, that means there's 9 left.
Can't ask for
1,
better
2, 3,
timing than that.
4,
How many did you just spend?
3.
I
That's what
literally
she-
spent 3.
She spent 3.
Nobody else has spent any yet because
Anybody
it's
else
like,
spending any?
It's like my
Can we?
turn.
Yeah.
I'll since we're not in
combat,
since
we
this is
can.
actually the whole
I'm using 1. I'm using 3. I'm using 2.
That's 9.
love watching those meta points go away, and I
Thank you,
also
chat.
love knowing that Odie can't use his special ability if there's less than 5.
Oh, I forgot about that ability.
By the way, where are we? Have we got our exploded abilities yet? Are we up?
Alien
to our-
Knitter will reach out. Alien Knitter can tell you.
I will ask. AK, are we up? Are we all the way up? Do we have our special abilities
The boosted ones?
Like
boosted?
the,
Are we boosted?
like the swarm form, that kind of boosted?
This
Yes.
stuff?
For example,
Those are boosted?
No, it's like yes, maybe. Yeah.
we don't know.
Okay. All right.
All right. While we're figuring that out,
Like Chad totally has to pick his prize.
He
'cause
does
I
have to
won
pick his
him a
prize.
thing, and he totally has to win me something because it looks really bad right now that you haven't done that.
I'd like a space fidget spinner.
no problem. They do have space fidget spinners.
Yes.
And we are boosted.
Yay, thank
you.
So thank you for spending all those meta points, meta pilots, because now Chad can't use his special ability and ruin my entire day.
How's it going, Sparkle Sisters?
Okay, well, Chad is fidget spinning instead of winning me a prize, but I'm totally hoping that he's gonna pull it around.
Chad, you get to take another shot at this.
I want to go with whack-a-mole.
Over to the whack-a-mole.
Yep.
All right. The whack-a-mole is a very simple game. Here's how it works. There's a bunch of holes. Some moles pop out. You hit them. If you hit enough of them, they give you a bunch of tickets. If you get enough tickets, you get a prize.
Yep.
All right.
I want to use as Chad. I am quite skilled in the realm of domestic arts and in cooking. I'm quite used to having to pound down the meats and such, do my preparations.
Okay.
I would like to use domestic arts to play whack-a-mole.
You are going to use your cooking ability.
Yes, my cooking prep.
You're cooking.
'Cause I'm good at it,
You're using
you know?
your cooking prep
I know how to
ability
Like
multi-skill.
you're tenderizing a
to
chicken
tenderize
cutlass?
the whack-a-moles.
Exactly.
All right. I'm going to let you do that, and I'm going to give you a slight modifier in the negative
Okay.
for it.
How many?
So just
negs?
tell me what you beat it by, or if you beat. I know you're going to beat it because you're using small dice, and it's like 22.
I beat it by 12, and I will use my buff, so I beat it by 19.
All right, my friend.
Holy crap.
Son of a bitch. All right.
Wow, Chad, that's totally impressive.
If any of you have ever seen Rush, the band, live before, they're known as a power trio. They're from actual Canada, not space Canada. And they have a drummer named Neil Peart, who is one of the most interesting things to watch in the entire world because it doesn't look like his arm should be able to move so fast. What you just saw was at least twice as fast as that. With some sort of latent superhuman ability, you have just seen a perfect game of whack-a-mole.
You guys, I totally have
The
never
faster
seen
he hits
like
them,
this.
the faster they pop up. The faster they pop up, the faster he hits them. No mole escapes the wrath of Chad. Mic drop.
Because a sad Christian is, well, just sad. Hashtag system shock.
There's two of them. No, he didn't take the other one away, did you?
I didn't.
He didn't.
So we have one.
You have one system shock.
Oh, but only 3 meta points.
But only 3 meta points. We don't want to make me sad. And that makes me happy. All right. So yeah, every ticket that was in that machine just tried to throw itself at you. You have the giant. You can afford the Voltron Defender of the Universe ring. Because you got a lot.
Would you like that, Princess Eliana?
Like, yeah, I think that sounds great.
So the prize that he won for you is a big stack of tickets. No one told Chad that he could turn them in.
But, like, I could turn them in, right?
You could turn them in for whatever you want.
Oh, great. I would like to do that.
All right, what are you gonna get?
Something sparkly.
This is your carnival. Everything here is sparkly.
Everything is like totally sparkly. I am so excited. I want like everything.
Is it like a sparkle generator? That's all it does.
I have like okay, I totally know what I want. I want like a unicorn that is bright gold that like poops glitter and like vomits glitter, and I want it to hang from my ceiling like a totally cool vomity sparkly pinata.
So you want another unicorn pinata for your collection? Okie doke. So you grab one, and it dutifully walks up beside you, so you don't have to carry it around everywhere, and trots and makes cute little
and
neighing
like there's
sounds.
like a mechanism so that the glitter is just kind of like a.
Oh no, this thing.
It's like a fountain.
This thing is it's the best one they have, and it's literally just crap and glitter everywhere.
Well, as you just said, it trots.
It does. It trots like a
Time shift.
Time shift.
You guys, I got the best toy.
I really love one time.
There we go. That's somebody else. Somehow it went back to you again.
Oh.
Chad, it's your date.
Yeah. Oh.
With Ricci. You know what I think we should do, everybody? You know, since it's a big family affair, let's chug. Huh? Let's chug.
To hashtag meta point. Bring on the Jad.
Thank you, chat.
I'm using a meta point.
Richie, have you?
I'm using a meta point.
Have you chugged before?
Like, why are you using it
So
before?
use the 3 again.
What are you using it for?
I just used a meta point.
To go full avatar.
That's great. Okay, so I'm dropping another system shock now.
Yeah, like
You guys are clearly tacticians.
I thought you was gonna take a while.
I did too, but then you started spending those meta points all willy-nilly, and I'm just feeling like I have to put
Lisa and I
something
have
your
this
way.
problem where we have the same like.
I love that you Sparkle Sisters are all on the same wavelength, but I have to work against you a little bit, no matter how much I love this.
Sorry, it's okay.
It's okay. It's okay.
You're
it's okay.
one away from where you are now.
Oh, phew.
Oh, okay.
Not too bad.
Not too bad.
You are right where you need to be.
cool.
Mine's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad.
Other side.
Yeah. I feel like that. Okay.
You go one away from pilot. There you go, and Chadowski, Chatteroo. You are you. You're still chatty.
Oh.
Chad.
You are not
Chad.
at all.
The dice love Chad. Don't ask me why. Hi.
Goodbye, System Shock.
Oh yeah, we had to get rid of it. I like them,
They're fun. This is
but
good.
it's because I like using them. So many things.
Am I?
So many things.
So,
We
Princess Richie, have you engaged in a chugging contest before?
No. Which definition of chug is this one?
It's
Drinking.
fairly
It's definitely the
traditional.
drinking one.
It's fairly traditional.
Just as a warning, drinking too much seriously impacts a lot of cognitive functions.
You can't talk to them. You can only listen.
Can I chug water?
Unfortunately, I think Dad's going to use the standard system rules.
That's right. Tall boys and natty ice. It's an Esteban tradition.
We're classy.
Oh, well, I'd love to watch and write down exactly what happens for you later.
Well, etiquette would dictate that you should probably at least sip.
Even if I'm a historian?
Even if you're a historian, you only have to take part in the first round so you understand perfectly how the game is played for posterity.
That sounds reasonable.
What is the appropriate princess thing to do?
What are we playing for today, Dad?
He gives a big clap of his hands, and you and all your brothers and all your sisters and all your cousins and your mom and your dad get giant steins of just what looks like PBR.
Yep.
It's warm. I'm not gonna lie. It's American beer and it's warm.
Is this traditionally served warm?
It's an Esteban family tradition that we don't want to cool the inside of ourselves too much unless it's very hot.
Oh, what was that? The Sparkle Sisters need #MetaPoint.
Thank you, chat.
Thank you, Jeff.
Maximo, why?
Because she's my girl.
Look at this. I wore the shirt.
I know. Oh yes.
I mean,
all for you.
I'm just saying, you're helping them.
Yeah, she gave you a shirt and us meta points.
Okay, no, that actually seems fair.
She's a Sparkle Sister.
She is a Sparkle Sister.
Honorary
On the plus
Sparkle
side,
sister.
if it is like just, an American, what is that, Pils? I don't even drink, is it a Pilsner?
It's like an American Pilsner, yeah.
Pilsner?
MGD.
A macro brew American Pilsner,
As I
most
said, it does
likely
mean the
made with
alcohol
mostly
content is
rice.
so low you can drink that much and be okay.
You're right about that.
Yeah, it's like 90% piss, 10% water.
I can do this.
Yes, you can.
So what are we playing for today, Dad?
Well, playing for?
Oh, we're just celebrating.
We are celebrating the fact that you are alive, the fact that you finally found yourself a nice girl to settle down with.
No, Dad, I was trying to explain to you earlier.
Yeah. Time shift.
That was quick.
I love you. You're the best.
No, that wasn't a time.
Vega!
Oh.
So, as Commander Raven gets the shove in, he's like, oh, so it's like that then, is it? Very well then.
What?
I will destroy him for you.
No! Chad!
At that point, you feel a slight brushing of silk across your cheek as Commander Raven's silk glove hits you on your right cheek.
Oh.
Make an etiquette roll.
I failed by 2.
You failed by 2.
No!
Okay, but since you were already engaged in a Black Star duel, you get that bonus, so you're fine.
Christian, I'll help you too. #MetaMeltdown.
Yay!
Now we have 2.
Yay! I get a meltdown to mess with you guys. That's 2 of those. I'm gonna drop those real fast, one right after the other. You're gonna hate it.
Oh! I'm gonna burn a meta point.
Yes, please. Burn them all away. So,
Yes.
as you just made the roll, you almost drew the gun, thinking, duel, maybe we're gonna sword fight or something.
Right.
When you realize the silk glove on the right cheek in Black Star can only mean one thing. One thing and one thing alone.
If you say time shift, so help me.
As Raven says to you, your mama's so fat. When she sits around the house, she really sits around the house.
Sorry, Christian, what was I thinking? #System Shock.
There we go.
That's when you realize that you are in a Black Star duel known as the Yo Mama contest, which you are familiar with, but it is to the death.
How does one die?
These contests
out.
in Black Star history have been known to go on for weeks until one of the participants starves.
I go up to my mom.
You go up to your mom?
Yep.
She is there for you.
Mom,
There.
Raven's bullying my friend.
There.
He's
Don't worry,
bullying
the
my
duel
friend.
should be over in a few hours. That one looks skinny.
I wanted to go off on my own to get away from everybody controlling me, and you guys are ruining it.
It's a party, dear. You have to do this, once every few years?
He's my friend, and you guys are being mean.
Oh, he's just your friend. You didn't fornicate then?
Well, yeah, but he was friends with benefits.
Oh, friends with benefits. I see that we are stepping well outside the princess zone, aren't we?
Okay.
It is traditional in this situation to come back as quickly as possible. Otherwise, you look like you got owned.
Oh, my bad. Your mama's so old, she had first place tickets on the Ark.
Oh!
First class tickets. I'm new to this. I'm not from this system.
He looks very confused. And one of his attendants comes up to him. Oh. The biblical Ark?
Yeah.
Damn! Your mother is quite poor, and when I saw her kicking a can, I saw her kicking a can, and I said, "What are you doing, my good woman?" And she said, "I am changing my dwelling location. Moving! I'm moving!" Give me a notice roll.
I got 11. I don't know what I'm rolling it against.
It's against your mind plus anything you might have to notice, which in your case...
Can I do schmoozing?
I will, I don't know.
Notice. I have a +3 buff.
I'm gonna say, oh, okay, you've got a little bit of Thomas happening, though.
Oh, that's true.
Okay, so you can give me a mind check at a +5.
Oh, I rolled the wrong die anyway then, because I've got Thomas. I can't use that.
Okay, mind check with a 5 bonus.
From whose? Does it matter?
From you have to use the Thomas side in order to make that work, but it is a +5 bonus.
Okay, fail.
Okay.
My buff gives 3 extra points to an ally.
By 6.
You want to use it now?
By 3.
Will 3 points make you win?
No. It'll make me lose by 3.
So don't use it.
It'll be a waste.
Does anybody else want to help their friend? Anyone at all?
Oh, you said I can't talk to him through the thing.
What else do I have? Do I have anything else? Man.
It's all good.
Can I give him a zap?
A zap, you say?
Yeah, you said I can't talk to him, but I could like send a bot.
How's that
to
gonna
zap.
help?
I don't know. It would just be funny.
Do we have our boosted abilities?
Yes, you do. You do have your boosted abilities.
Which set?
What does that mean?
You have the same set that you had last week, which I believe is fish
So I can
related.
get a fish?
Yeah, but you know what it does make for is a great distraction.
That's
true.
Send the fish in.
Get creative.
Fine, I summon my fish.
And where do you summon it?
I summon it underneath Raven's legs so he can ride it and hopefully fall.
All right. Oh, you don't have to roll for it because it's your boosted ability. You get it once a day. We're going to see how close we get it to your Lord Raven as he is attempting his to the death speech. Sure enough, one of your space portals opens up about 6 feet by 6 feet, and out of this gravity well actually comes a giant catfish. Just a big slimy 15-foot long 1,200-pound catfish that is slippery and now flopping on the floor between our two combatants.
Well, that's got to be a distraction of some sort.
It is. It is definitely. Also, I need to make. It's going to make 2 attack rolls because it gets 2 attacks. It's a fish. Fish all get 2 attacks. That's a racial trait. Everyone knows that.
That's the fail. 2.
I need a defensive roll from Chad.
Oh no!
No.
I will make it on the dot.
Excellent. The fish flailing around, obviously, with its big thunderous fins. It's out of water, so it's just flopping on the ground, dying very, very slowly. But it is very, very heavy, and it takes a couple of swipes at you. But you're engaged in the battle, right?
I am.
In the battle.
I can still throw down if we need to.
Yeah, you can, and this, your mama battle is to the death. Unfortunately, poor Raven gets knocked right upside his head.
Oh.
Now, can I get you to make an etiquette roll?
Who, me? Him.
You.
Okay. Make it by 3.
All right. Your dueling...
by 4.
Yeah, your dueling instincts combined with your knowledge of Black Star etiquette tells you one very important thing just happened that could turn the tide of this battle into your favor. And that is that fish you're pretty sure just came on to Lord Raven.
Oh, that's true.
Like, a lot.
Is there any, oh, I got a roll. Is there any kind of knowledge of foreign culture that I can use to find a loophole to use within the Black Star
A giant
systems
fish
laws?
just came onto him, like his other girlfriend just showed up.
Right.
Like, you've got nothing but ammunition for this Yo Mama contest, which you know can easily veer away from mamas at any point.
Gotcha.
Totally.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make those jokes about his girlfriend. It's just a lot of bad places to go there.
You know what? That's very big of you to do.
It is true.
It shows a true princely way of acting.
Your mama's so ugly, she tried to enter an ugly contest. They said, sorry, no professionals.
That's a good one.
Damn, okay, that might shake him a little bit if he doesn't make his soul roll. Which he didn't. He's your mama is so ugly that she just hit me in the face.
Your mama's ears so big, they get used to search for extraterrestrial intelligence.
Yeah.
Like satellite dishes.
Your mama is very unattractive and unappealing to those who like things that look nice.
Your mama's beard is so full and lush. She's got a lush beard, bro. That's bad.
I look at my mom and I'm like, see? Much better.
Blast! 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 Well then, if we can't settle this like gentlemen, we will settle it like very violent gentlemen. And he draws his sword. But your Chad Blaster is already out, and the true duel is on.
Time shift!
Time shift! I love this game. Ellie?
Okay, like, is he, like, more drunk because of the big boot of beer from the other place?
He actually hasn't had a chance to take down the big boot of beer
Okay,
yet.
great. I'm super excited about that.
Which reminds me, time shift! Zelenia!
Right.
All right, so, drinking contest. You know the rules?
Drinking contest was with Richie.
Okay, so
Poetry,
you are,
that's
wait.
right, yeah.
Poetry?
Hold on, which ones are you again?
Carnival?
Ah, no, not
He just did his awful poetry.
awful poetry. It makes it back to Eliana. So yeah, we are with you.
Okay, look, that's...
And you have your
fantastic.
vomiting, defecating zebra sparkles.
Yes, the super...
And you're
it's
taking them
unicorn.
behind you
It's a
to
unicorn.
go to the ballroom dance
'Cause
area.
now we have to go ballroom dance, right?
You do have to go ballroom dance. It's
I've got
tradition.
that.
Okay.
I can do this.
So I'm glad you could do this because I also can do this. So let's do this. This is your dance space. This is my dance space. Right?
All right. What I would like each of you is to roll 2 die 10 and tell me what number you got.
Special katana.
10.
7.
10 and 7. That's a difference of 3. Okay, and see if... Nice! All right. As the music starts, you realize that the first part of the song is a waltz.
Okay.
It's something you're both familiar with, and you immediately start naturally moving with each other.
Hashtag Rosie to make Maggie happy.
I like making Maggie happy too.
Thank you.
You start naturally moving together with the music. Now, as the music gets more complicated and a little bit more upbeat over the next several minutes, you realize the key to dancing with each other is to follow each other's movements as much as possible.
Oh,
and the
God.
music begins to pick up. Synchronized hand motions are not uncommon. And looking like you're enjoying yourself is key. For some reason, you both at the same time get the feeling that it's time to do the sprinkler. god, guys, that's so good. That's so good. Meta Meltdown!
Oh no!
Oh yeah,
Oh,
says the
Lord.
Kool-Aid Man. Here's how it goes, folks.
All right.
We're getting ready. Chris is going to get ready to pass these character sheets out to you because all of you for the next round are going to be playing somebody completely different. In a completely random fashion, we are
right
going to
now.
go 1, 2, 3 spaces to our right. So to
Hash Bowie
Should
for
work.
Life Ballroom Dance Remix.
Wait, what was that? Bowie for life. We have to dance.
Bowie for life.
We all
Okay.
have to
Do you want
dance.
to drop that first or after
Let's
this?
pass out the character sheets first, and as soon as those are set up, we are
Me
going
to
to
the
get
right.
down and dance.
I get to be you
You
again.
said 3?
I get to
Yeah,
be
to the
Chad
right.
again. Oh
For the
no.
audience perspective to the right. So
Oh,
Chad
audience
goes to
perspective.
you.
1, 2, 3.
Waffle
That's to the
numero
left.
2 just showed up, everybody.
Thank you, Chad.
So our brain just totally locked up. There we go.
Like Chad's brain is totally.
Oh wait, no.
3 to the right,
1,
that's
2,
left.
3. I'm sorry, I get that one. From their perspective, not yours.
Uh-oh.
It's all about perspective, bro.
Then who am I?
Yeah, he just.
I don't know. He'll work it out.
Oh, I'm gonna be you.
We have Chad's expertise here.
I'm Chad. Give me the Chad blaster.
Give me the time.
Oh, it's really heavy. It's
Who
like
gets my
substantial.
katana?
Yeah,
Well-
it's well known that Chad's meat has some heft to it.
It does.
I'm Selenia.
I'm so excited.
Princess Burger Town.
Oh, I screwed this one up.
I want to kiss it, but I don't want
Who
to get
did I
black.
give?
You would not taking Chad away. No, it's fine.
Who did I give?
Oh my gosh, this is the worst passing out of character sheets I have ever
But I was
seen.
kind of hoping the worst I
No,
do.
I've already had this one. It's not that one.
to. Oh, it's that way. There
You're
you go.
terrible.
All right, so who did everybody get?
I'm Zelenia.
You got Zelenia.
That's why I usually let you do this part.
I'm Princess Ellie.
Oh, Ellie.
Chad.
Chad.
Bigger.
Here.
Oh yeah.
Let's pass around.
I'm sorry, I want to take some notes on how this works.
These are rad.
Chrono Lash.
Oh,
And who'd you end up with? You got. I
have Ricci.
You got Ricci. This is fantastic, guys. All right. So
is very
I'm going to go to each of your individual dates. Chad will have to do an action in each of those areas.
No problem.
Okay. So Chad is going to have multiple actions this round. Please be aware that it's not me trying to take something from you. There's just 4 of him.
I'm taking 2 meta
You've
points.
almost got it, bud.
I'm taking 2 meta points so that I can actually fight in this battle.
Thank you for the 2 meta points. Who said
Taking
anything
one.
about battle? Battle?
I'm Vega.
How many meta points left? 4?
5.
I took one, but I don't need to take one if you need
No,
to
no,
go
no.
full.
You're good. You're good.
Okay.
I'm taking 1, 2, 3 of them.
So there's 1 left.
No, there should be 2.
what do we do? Reach
No, unless you
I
took
took
never
one.
mind.
She took one.
I got it. I'm so sorry.
So I want to have some Rosie.
Are we
on
done
Chad.
spending your precious, precious meta points? Excellent.
Yes.
All right, date 1, Vega. The sword fight begins.
I'm not Vega.
I know. Okay.
Right. Sword fight 1, Vega begins.
All right. Chad,
Yeah.
if you could not. Oh, God. So embarrassing. All right. Am I fighting the fish? Am I fighting Raven? What am I doing?
And while you're figuring it out, Commander Raven decides that he's going to take that opening to attack with his little sword.
Oh, he's trying to attack Chad. I'm
His
protecting
real little
Chad,
sword.
obviously.
And you're protecting Chad. Okay, can I get an initiative roll from Chad and from Vega?
Oh,
Oh, initiative. That's 12.
plus the ACD, right?
Yeah. 2d12 was.
I got 12.
Okay.
30.
Yeah, it's a 10, right? Oh, you're
30?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It was the one time I rolled.
You
out
rolled
of
really
12.
great, bro.
Okay. You got very well. So, since you were trying to figure that out, how does he do? He uses more bigger dice. That's right.
Chad, I get that you.
Excellent. Okay, Chad, you actually go first. You see him coming at you with the sword, and it's your action.
Yeah.
There's a very big, strong man coming after you with the sword as you pop into Chad's body.
And I am Rosie too. Oh, you know what? I just want to use this because this is what the sheet says. It says explore.
Explore the Chad.
You can't just read things off the sheet.
No,
You can't just do that.
I'm aware.
Everyone knows that's Sarah's job.
Alright, fine. I'm going to Chad blast him. I want to stun him.
Chad blast him with your stun, Chad Blaster. All right, I need that attack roll from you.
That is a 9, which I think is. Oh, is it just my ACB? No. It's my Chad Blaster, 9 success. 5.
Beat it by 5.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Plus 5. Beautiful. He is going to attempt a ranged defense with his sword, which he made exactly. So you still managed to do half damage.
Good job.
Okay, Chad, that was good.
So points of damage, and it's stun damage, you say?
Yeah.
You're going for the stun effect.
Well, he was running at me, so you know,
points
so I
of
like
stun.
just
I'm
stop
gonna go
his
ahead and
tracks,
give him
like,
that armor today because that seems one of them gets it. Remember?
You're like, hold on, bro. Let's like talk about it. So I stun him, like, hey.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you do, and he's not necessarily mad. That's the way that blaster works, but he he Matrix dodged out of the way. Like his legs bend at the knees, and his body stays perfectly straight, and he goes whap, whap, just as that blast went right over him.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He kind of moved.
I take a minute.
And then moved again.
I take a minute to be like, dude.
Think Agent Smith, you know, like there's like he has little shadows of himself.
I'm gonna give him some applause because, like, man, that was a sweet move.
That was a sweet move. That makes it his.
Chad,
That
you're
makes it
not
his turn.
applauding the other soldier.
While you shoot at him, you begin to applaud. He thrusts at you.
At me?
Oh, no, me.
Missing terribly.
Is that considered an advance in this system?
The thrust. It is. It is considered a bit of an advance.
All right, is it my turn?
It is your turn.
Time shift.
It's true, he can do that.
He sure can. Which brings us back to Ricci and Chad. We're drinking.
Oh.
Right.
Yeah.
So are you gonna have a drink?
Yeah, I actually have spent a lot of time researching how drinking works. And just from a biological level.
Okay.
And I feel that I can do this.
According to your calculations, you probably can.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to use actually. Is to...
Okay. Chad, are you just starting to drink? Yeah. All right. Do it, Chad.
How? Yeah!
All right, I need both of you to make body checks. Body checks from Ricci and Chad.
Amber, but I totally chugged this entire
I need
can.
dice rolled. I appreciate the method acting, but
body check on the dot.
On the dot. Good man, woman.
Check 17. That is a super fail.
Okay, you're feeling a little buzzy, Chatteroo.
Just a little bit. Oh, great.
All of our Chads' actions are going to be at a -2. All skill checks will also be made at a -2.
But you know what? It also makes me smoother with the ladies. Worst party ever.
But in a respectful way.
I mean, like, we'll see.
Time shift!
Time shift!
Date 3, Ellie.
Oh! Like, yeah.
All right. So you guys are in a very heated dance contest right now.
Right.
Oh, shit.
You're moving in sync. However, we have to... Prince Andrus is attempting to cut in, Chad.
That's some residual Chad.
Oh, damn. That's some synchronicity. If I can get a dance roll from the both of you this round.
A dance roll.
A dance roll. If you don't have the skill, you can do a cultural arts, performing arts, or a body check.
I beat it by 9.
Of course you did.
Oh, is that 10? Yeah, so 15, so I beat it by 4.
Yeah, Chad's got some skills on the dance floor, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, but you guys do some moves, and this happens, and the world is going crazy. But
Chad's a little burpy while he's dancing.
But Prince Andrus, with his jaw and his hair, just spins, like pirouettes perfectly across the floor, and like right into Ellie's arms, like he was meant to be there, leaving Chad just kind of standing there for a second, flabbergasted. Time shift!
Time shift!
Zelenia,
Don't make me laugh.
I need you to make a notice roll. Chad, I need you to make a roll to get off the stage after you're like, to not garner too much attention on your way back from the stage after the worst poetry.
Oh God, what am I rolling?
This is a schmoozing roll.
Schmoozing.
I don't have
that is
schmoozing.
right on the dot.
Okay, groovy. And what,
I rolled a 9. Which one is notice?
Still there.
it's a mind roll.
Well, then I fucking flippin' failed.
I don't know how many fucking times we have to tell you. All right,
That was the only one.
it's so funny for me. I love it. Little potty mouth princess.
No. Stop.
It's tarnishing.
Whatever.
It does make me very, very happy. Okay, so you don't notice. So I need Chad, I need you to make a ranged defense check at -2 because you're drunk from the other date.
Okay. Oh, that dice fell out of my hand, so I'm just gonna go with that number.
Are you drunk, Chad?
Explore
no.
the Chad.
Oh shit! Oh, that's a 5.
Do you need
My
help, Chad?
DCB is 6, so I beat it by. Oh.
You failed by 1 because of the +2.
Vega,
Oh, you failed by
I think
+2.
your sword is leaking.
All right,
Turn it the other way.
Chad, you feel a little. You feel a little prick on your neck, and it's not Byron.
That. Hey, Brad.
Chad?
Chad,
Brad.
ow.
Ow.
Something just got like a
Brad.
bee sting on the back of your neck.
Brad.
You are at a further -2 to all of your actions.
Chad, what's going on?
That's for all the Chads?
All the Chads are now at a -4.
Oh, this is not
I
good.
just-
Do I get a fight yet?
I just gotta check in with Brad really quick. So, like, give it. Hey, Brad.
Yeah, what's up, guy?
Something just hit my neck. Do you know what it is? Let me know.
Let me see.
I moved Brad like this so that he can get a better look.
Uh-huh. All right, so you move Brad around, like, above your head?
Yeah.
Excellent music for this, Mark.
In the middle of the coffee shop?
Yeah.
You just whip out the gun,
Yep.
start like this. Okay.
Bro, what did you see?
Can I get a sorcery roll from you, Brad?
Yeah.
As your power of friendship decides to save you?
It would be a 4. So I beat that by a lot. 8.
Yes, you did. You beat it by quite a lot.
Brad.
So,
What'd you see, bro?
sorry, that was really funny.
Tell me, Brad.
Oh no, as you're waving it around the room, people get up and they're like, gun! And people are hitting the floor, except for like the one guy in the corner who's looking super guilty with a blowgun. And clearly that's the guy that just shot you. He's about 2 seats over from Byron. Time shift!
Oh, God.
Time shift!
Are we back to you?
Can I fight something? Please? It's what I know how to do. It's fight things.
You already tried your thing,
No,
though.
I did not. We time shifted before I could do anything.
Okay,
True.
let's do your action then. Are you gonna try and hit somebody?
No, I would like to control, because I have control over personal gravity,
Uh-huh.
I would like to affect the personal gravity of Raven.
Uh-huh.
Raven's bowels. And specifically his bowels, because I have, over here, some medical training. So I'm targeting his bowels, and I would like them to loose in his pants.
So you're trying to get your fiance's
Don't look, Brad.
She's
using
got-
the power of gravity.
Uh-huh.
It's called the power of brown note.
Oh.
Gravity and medicine. Plus I have...
No. Just
No, I also have control over travel,
No, I-
which includes
yeah.
travel
So
of feces.
okay,
in
is that what you're
intestines.
trying to use then?
Yes.
Because gravity might make it fall out of him over time, but the sphincter is a very powerful muscle.
No, travel.
Travel.
Travel
So you
over
want
feces.
you
in
want the
intestines
feces that is in his body
to come
to
out.
travel outside of his body.
It would be highly embarrassing and bad etiquette, and he would therefore lose, and this party could freaking
You don't have
end.
control.
Now you understand,
Plans.
and I know, as Princess Vega, you do understand that this person is betrothed to you,
But this way,
And
maybe he won't be.
and the only way that this could have really happened is for you to have cast a spell on him to do that. So you're publicly humiliating him in front of your parents. Is that correct?
I don't really.
I just want to make sure that's what you're doing.
I didn't want everybody to know that it was me.
If you choose to do that,
Look,
it's Lisa's problem.
I maybe didn't explain this well beforehand, and I'm going to do that now. When you cast a magical princess spell, it's a big fucking deal. All right? Not that it's very powerful, but like You can't really do it. Doing it on the sly is
There's a
not
cut
easy.
scene, right? You have
Because
to
there's
like.
wand waving, there is chanting, there is
Swish and
pointing.
flick.
Fine, I just want to use his personal gravity and just elevate him so he can not be in any. Nobody can hurt him and he can't hurt anybody else. Just
Okay, so you're just gonna
remove him
release
from the
gravity
situation.
on him so he just kind of floats there.
Yes.
All right, that's totally
Fish
a doable
still
thing.
there?
The fish is still there, and it gets 2 attacks this round.
God, I'm not playing her.
Chad, I need a defensive combat action, please.
No.
Don't worry, you didn't actually get
Oh
hit.
wait, that's an actual 0 though.
No, that's a 10.
14. Yeah, bad.
And oh gosh, poor Commander Raven, who just started floating there randomly, gets knocked across the room by the fish.
I tried to make him go to the ceiling.
Well, no, what you did was you released gravity on him, which made him start to go up. But this is happening in the same second, as it is the same round. So he has just been released from gravity, and a giant fish just
That
hit
was
him
actually
like a baseball bat
It's actually
across
that
the
was
room.
my last round. That wasn't this round because I hadn't gotten to go yet.
We haven't started the second round. Notice you're all still in the princesses that you were given at the beginning of the round.
Yeah.
That's because it's the same round.
Yeah.
Meta Meltdown! Everybody pass your character sheet 1 to the right.
To the right.
So that means go this way?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cat blaster.
Go.
To your right is fine.
Oh, to
your
our right?
Yes, so you would pass yours to
Okay.
Chris. Meaning only one of you has to move.
Love it.
Who am I?
Tell me who you are. Moving down the line.
Eliana.
Eliana. Chad.
Vega.
Ricci. And
Life sucks.
Life sucks.
Other way. Turn around.
Mm.
Never mind. My shame.
All right, date 1. Moving on to date 1. Vega.
It's fucked up.
Vega.
We're starting with Vega.
Oh, that's me.
Yeah.
Oh, so we're.
Yeah, so Raven's gone.
Yeah.
This is going swimmingly.
According to initiative, Chad gets to act first in this round, followed by the Lord, Commander Raven, and with
And I go
Zelenia
last.
coming in last,
I rolled.
or with Vega coming in last. Gosh, these Meta Meltdowns, they're hard to follow.
I don't know why we all have the right accoutrements.
Yeah, but
Obviously.
like you just got those today. How am I supposed to use them to tell you apart if I've never seen them before? All right, so Chad, what are you doing?
Yeah, well,
You're in the middle of a duel.
right.
The person you're dueling with just got smacked across the room by a
It
fish.
just escalated from your mama jokes to you trying to actually kill each other.
Yeah, this is too much. Too much drama right now.
Oh, and you're a little drunk.
And you're a little-
Oh gosh.
Yeah, you're kind of wasted and your neck hurts and you're feeling woozy.
I'm a really good listener. Lord Commander Raven.
He's across
Yeah.
the room.
Lord
Yeah,
Commander Raven.
What is it?
How you feeling? How you feeling right now?
Well, I'm currently floating towards that wall at rather high speed, and it's probably only a matter of time. Oh, God damn it!
What
As he
did
hits
you-
the wall.
Are you still conscious?
I am,
You know, I'm a really good listener.
but you're a terrible duelist.
I never said I was a good duelist ever. Not once in my life.
Oh,
Just try.
To do what? What?
I don't know, but if you don't kill him,
you
it's gonna
do
be
get
a
an
big
action this
problem.
round.
Oh yeah, you're Vega now.
I get an action.
Yeah.
I mean, I get
It's
an
called a
action.
duel to the death.
I don't like.
So one of you has to die.
What if we don't? What if nobody dies?
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
I still need to get what her action is for this round.
Oh,
At
okay.
least a
Just- I
declaration.
didn't know. I was going for a good place in the
I
conversation.
was trying to figure that out too. It's hard, deceptively so.
Well, I have the power of good listening. I want to listen to the Lord Commander talk about Vega.
So
We don't talk or share.
So you're just like, you use your like a little bit of magic and like, hey, what's your beef, man?
Yeah.
Okay, let's figure it out. Give me a
Vega, I'm sorry.
give me a sorcery roll.
Sorcery.
Mm-hmm.
Beat it by 6.
You beat it by 6, which means you beat it by 2. because of the -4, because of all the poisoning and drinking you've been doing.
Right.
I'm so glad I have something to eat, though.
Right. Now, as he's sliding down the wall, he's like, no! No, we must fight to the death!
Come on, Raven.
And hits the ground. And it's his turn, and he kind of pulls himself up, and he's still floating because gravity has no effect on him. So he grabs onto something, which means he has some zero-G training, and pushes himself off the wall towards you as fast as he can, like a bullet in a nice uniform.
Oh, he looks hungry.
He does look hungry. As a defensive action, would you like to block with your Chad Blaster?
Yes.
Okay.
He looks so hungry.
Let's see how this goes. He is attempting to headbutt you from 200 feet away. And he has to aim perfectly because he only gets one shot at thrust. So he's at a large negative that it wouldn't have mattered anyway because he rolled a 3. He is awesome. However, you do get to the defensive action, and you are using a block action, so you can use your attack value with the Chad Blaster because he's technically a ranged attack right now.
Oh, I rolled 1 on each die.
Ooh.
2 1s.
That's the best thing that you can roll.
It's the best thing you can roll.
It's the best thing you can roll.
I'm
Great job,
surprised.
Chad.
I'm very lucky. Chad is lucky.
The dice love Chad no matter where
So,
Chad goes.
As
Chad,
Commander
excellent
Raven
base karma.
is floating across, he's like, ah! As he gets closer and closer, and you just hold out your Chad Blaster like, I really don't want to fight this, and he comes as
a
he's
bite,
screaming.
dude.
He takes a bite right out of Brad's face. A delicious,
Any good?
meaty, juicy bite, without even meaning to, in mid-scream, and before he could choke it out,
He was hangry.
huh?
He was hangry.
totally-
That's right.
angry.
Turns out he was just hangry,
He was just angry, dude.
and he chews and swallows. He's like, I acted rashly. Time shift.
Time shift.
We are on to Ricci.
Oh, and we're drinking.
Yes.
You are drinking. Are you drinking?
I have thought about the consequences. I've weighed and I'm sipping because it's polite. Obviously, I'm taking notes and.
Wait, you're sipping during the chug contest?
No, I mean I would. It's a chug contest, but I'm trying to participate in the politest but less drunky kind of way.
Okay, the politest way to do this contest, if you don't want to drink, is to at least pour and just let it go. If you're not going to drink it down, you got to pour it all over the front of yourself.
That is what I do, and I'm gonna use a speed bubble on myself so that it looks like I'm doing it really, really fast.
As opposed to doing it in slow motion. I guess that would garner the wrong kind of attention, wouldn't it?
Well, and this way they think I'm really good at drinking it because it goes so fast.
You are good at drinking.
She really drank. You should really do that.
I don't have anything left.
Oh, no, keep in mind, they're not going to think you're good at drinking it. They're going to think that you're being polite
Oh,
by at least pretending to drink it.
I'm gonna be polite and pretend, and I'm gonna take notes on everybody else's drinking.
Man, I love how
acumen.
you Sparkle Sisters sort of look out for each other. Okay.
What?
So, not drinking. So this is a body check that I'm going to make for you now, for you not to get any drunker.
Right.
You think it worked.
I think it worked. Okay.
Chad, I need you to make a body check
Definitely
because this is not over.
Those are never good words to hear from your GM in any context. You think it worked.
Right on the nose here. On the body nose. I rolled the same.
On the
amount.
body nose, but
on
with
the body.
with that -4.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Because of the
And-
previous drink and the thing.
We just,
Send your
that
picture,
-4 has just become a -5 because I'm not going to double your penalty.
Patreon.
And
Did they give you? What did they give you?
+3.
I still missed by
I
2
still
then.
No, still have you missed by 2, so don't spend it.
I'm gonna take notes on everybody else's tolerance levels. My handwriting is getting much worse.
Or much better. All right.
Looks pretty good to me.
So you're now at Chad, you're at -5 now for kind of everything. Be warned. And let's see. Okay.
Time shift.
Time shift.
Time shift.
So you move from Ellie to.
It'd be Ellie. Should have gone, right?
Zealot.
That's right, we are at Ellie.
Earth.
Zel-
One of it's one of you two.
Eliana.
Zelenia.
Yeah.
Zelenia.
The 3 of us have gone.
the dancing is still going on, and the X has managed to cut in a very impressive way. Can I get 2 dance rolls, one from each of you, and then just tell me the number that you roll total.
Oh, of both. 21.
21 on 2 die 12.
No, I'm on 8s on my avatar.
How'd you roll 21 on 2 die 8?
Oh, I thought you meant roll both of them at the same time.
I'm not.
I thought you meant roll both of them at the same time.
Oh no, just roll the one set and give me that number.
Oh. 11.
11, okay.
14.
And 14, that's a difference of 3, so you're well within. You guys are still actually pretty perfectly in sync. If you can manage to cut in this round, I'm gonna need an attack roll from Chad.
Chad.
Okay.
She was busy.
Really into that. Rolled a 4. So I guess I beat it by. Oh, I'm looking at not Chad here.
That would be what's your dancing?
Cultural arts.
It's like a 16, I think.
Oh, it's a 19.
19.
19.
Wow,
You
I rolled a
actually,
4.
even with your -5,
Still
you
beat my
managed to like dance circles around guy who obviously only knows one move, and he's pretty good at that one move.
Obviously, drinking helps.
Oh my
dancing.
god, Chad, you are actually kind of cool.
Thanks, Ellie.
I'm kind of feeling you right now.
Time shift. Zelenia.
Feeling
Yeah.
Zelenia.
Poetry slam contest.
We're at the Poetry Slam contest, except now that there is definitely an assassin with a blowgun
Oh, right, that part.
who just shot Chad in the neck.
Oh, thank God.
She's at least there's something to fight for now.
Yes.
I'll give you a free notice roll to see if there's anybody else in the room, or use a sorcery roll to just find out automatically being awesome.
I make the sorcery by 7.
All right, there are 2 other assassins in this room. They all seem to be sitting very near Byron, but they clearly are not associating with him in any way.
What?
In a rather suspicious fashion.
Suspiciously avoiding.
What would you like to do, Space Princess?
Moon!
Transforming into battle mode. Your armor forms around you.
Can I also go into alt form at the same time?
Oh no, this takes the entire round.
Oh, bummer.
In
Well,
fact,
you'll have fun on your turn.
it's all I can do not to just have you stand in the background and spin around slowly as your armor flies on.
Oh god.
Chad!
They can't see you there.
Time shift! Also, meta meltdown over.
Over.
Which means that Zelenia is dancing in the background.
Oh god, okay. Hold on.
Oh no. Feel free to take 8 seconds.
Thanks.
8. Got it. On it. Good. Perfect.
Good enough for me. Woo-hoo! As the transformation sequence happens.
Like, Sparkle Sisters, are you totally hearing that Zelenia is, like, transforming? Just FYI.
Maybe she needs help. Transforming.
I don't know. Like, there's battles going everywhere, and I just have this cute, adorable unicorn that's...
Sorry, kid, that's not how that's working right now.
What?
Initiative just started. You're not communicating with each other still.
I'm just talking to myself
possible.
then, obviously.
Yes, you are. Just wanted to make that fact known.
So now what?
So now we move back on to date 1, Vega. See where we are. The duel is still technically happening, but the guys seem to be talking to each other now.
You're still back there.
Like they stopped fighting. He took his sword. He's putting his sword away.
That's right.
Raven is putting his sword away, and he seems to be like kind of opening up a little bit.
I'd like to
at least
attentively
listening.
listen.
And he has his brow furrowed.
I've never seen that look.
I know.
I just want to attentively listen to him. To Raven.
Attentively, not tentatively.
Attentively. I want to be
But
attentive.
tentatively.
Yes.
Tentatively.
I'm going to give him my full attention.
Pitch it tentatively.
Yes.
I too will.
He might be penitent.
Lurk and listen.
Oh. Can I stop it for me?
Yes.
Okay, so you just want to listen.
Okay.
I need a schmoozing roll. Don't forget your -5.
Transforming is hard work.
That's
Transforming
no
is
problem.
hard.
I didn't think it was.
On the dot.
On the dot. Beautifully done, sir. Beautifully done indeed. You know,
Commander Raven, it seems to me that you've gone through a lot in life.
I really have. I fought in 6 wars by the time I was 15. I mean, you know what that does to a person? War. First there was the Thumb Wars. And those were terrible. And there's the BB gun wars. Those were just as bad. It isn't long before you realize that he hasn't actually fought in any real kind of battle. But he practices his dueling every day.
Right.
Just a posture, you know? And why doesn't anybody get it, man? Man, I really feel like I can talk to you, Chad. Vega couldn't have done any better. It's your turn, by the way. Like, if there's anything that you want to do to make this not happen or happen better, it's up to you, because they are really just going to talk through the night, it looks like. It's disgusting.
Okay, well, I'm gonna intercept and be like, all right, duty calls. I'm gonna grab him. I'll see you in a little while.
Oh, is it time for more of the fornication, my
Yeah.
love?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Oh, please, fornicate away.
All right. Please tell Mummy.
Give her one for me, big guy.
You know it.
I'm so sorry. Please don't kill me.
Time shift!
Time shift. As we move on to date number 2, Chad and the Space Princess Ricci. The drinking contest is in full swing. Most of the kids are trashed. They were done after the first stein.
This is really great and traditional to your sparkle system.
Sorry, just totally breaking walls. I just realized that we used empathy and good listening in the world, the date where Chad is supposed to be deaf.
Oh, I know.
Raven's an idiot.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wait till we get back there, though. It's going to be super fun.
This is great. Are you happy right now,
Well,
Chad?
honestly, with my family, happiness is not a word I would usually use to describe the situation.
Oh. Do you need help in any kind of way in dealing with them?
Just some time away. I
Yeah,
think
would
be
you
nice.
marry my son?
Thanks,
Well,
Dad.
I can't. I'm a space princess, so
Oh, yeah. That's why you gave him the hat.
it's the
You gave him a crown. You gave him a
Yeah.
crown.
It's a keepstone, Dad.
It's a love. Yeah. Okay, kiddo.
It is. It's a brand new keepstone that is so rare. Your son is very special.
The whole table, just like everyone. I mean, he's a good cook, but I mean,
Chad, tell them.
No, it's true, Dad. I have powers now.
I mean more than just like house cleaning magic.
Oh yes, show them.
You think it's appropriate?
In some kind of small way, I'm sure. You could listen really well.
Are you with me, buddy?
You know I'm with you, man.
I didn't
I'm
mean
with you
like-
all the way. I'm your best friend. Take a bite.
No, Chad, I didn't mean with Brad. I was thinking your listening skills.
Up you go, transform.
Go transform.
Go
Yeah, get up and transform. So your dinner date floats up out of his seat, and all of his party clothes fly off. Ladies, all of you, during your dinner dates, your date flies up from wherever he happens to be, and all of his clothes fly off of his body.
Oh, at least
Oh my goodness.
every time.
Chad is now floating naked in the middle of all of your dates. As he transforms into his pretty princess costume.
Oh, I try to send out to all of my sisters how sorry I am. I really meant his good listening skills and, maybe his friend zone.
Like, Chad, that's totally inappropriate in the middle of a carnival.
Chad, I meant like make him a white Russian or something, not transform.
Time shift!
Time shift!
Where are we now?
Eliana,
Like, Chad.
the dance contest has just gotten so interesting. Like, you guys were doing this little waltz before, but now you are literally floating in the air
With a naked
with a
Chad.
naked Chad who's glowing, like you can't see any of the bits. Okay, technically from where you're standing, just because you're dancing with him, if you look down,
I do not look down.
then there's nothing to worry about.
Because I'm dancing properly. This is his
That's
dance.
right.
This
You're
is
making
mine.
either eye contact or no eye contact.
I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm somewhat sorry.
This is taking you a bit by surprise, Chatteroo.
Okay. Let's just keep dancing okay.
Just stay in sync.
Andrus is down on the floor, just looking up at your balls. What else can he do?
There's no modesty lighting going on?
Well, there's modesty lighting, but I mean, from underneath, a chode is a chode.
Do you want me to cover you with my dress? I could wrap it around you. It's really
transformation
big.
You're trying to be modest with Chad's transformation, which is very nice. Time shift! Zelania, the coffee shop is going crazy. As you're beginning to fight off assassins, Chad floats up into the middle of the air.
Well, I just did it.
You just did it too. It's like, okay, he's finally catching on to the hint that maybe we're in the middle of a fight now. We're not a poetry slam, but you are fully armored and ready to go.
I got your back, brother, sister.
Don't speak.
The three assassins all have taken pot shots at Chad during his transformation, but it doesn't do them any good because he's a glowing ball of light that stands outside of space and time and can't be heard during a transformation sequence because that would be lame. And they miss terribly. One of them is going to take a shot at you because you're a magical space princess in armor right there. And if I could get you to not do anything because these guys can only shoot once good, apparently.
Okay.
That makes it your turn. No, that makes it your turn before her turn.
Am I done transforming yet?
No, you're still transforming.
That's all I can do then.
Yeah, but I don't see you transforming.
Oh, I got so dizzy back there.
I know. You don't have to spin
It's
anymore.
not
You
all
just
about the
pace.
spinning. It's also about the hands and the leg. Chad,
This is cardio. This is cardio, Chad. Cardio is very important.
Cardio.
What are you doing?
I am. I'm a battler. I know the one who has the blow dart, right?
You know, one of them has a blow gun. They've all pulled out blow guns at this point and have shot blow darts at Chad. One of them shot
Does
at
one
you.
of them look like a leader in some way, shape, or
You know,
form?
they all have kind of this ostentatious toady quality about them. They're all dressed like young noblemen from your Burgertown Incorporated.
Ugh.
They look like Burgertown Incorporated citizens. One of them's wearing a paper hat because he has a real job.
All right, I'm going to jump into the air to the closest one, and I'm going to put my crescent blades around his neck as such.
Uh-huh.
I'm not going to strike. I'm just going to hold them there.
Like maybe pin him up against the wall?
Yep.
Okay, can I get a single attack roll?
Yep.
At a -2.
So I get my crescent blade attack though?
Yes.
Great. Oh crap. That's a fail.
In this case, that might just mean you cut his head off.
Right.
Yeah, that was bad.
Hold on. Do we have anything to
Unless
help
I'm
you?
using my sorcery.
I have a
Instead of my
+3 to an
crescent
ally.
Afraid not. What was that?
I have a +3 to an ally with my buff.
You can
+2,
probably
that's
keep
not
her
gonna
from
help
killing
me.
an assassin, but that's all you can really do with the buff.
Yeah, I think I just go a little too full force.
Yeah, it was a super good called shot, and you're just kind of an awesome ninja, and there's not much they can do about it. I mean, you tried to pull your punches, but you keep forgetting that when you transform, you're superhumanly strong. So you do, dig in and put them right up against the wall like that. You just kind of accidentally keep going, and it looks fine for just a second, but then the line appears and the head falls off.
I will write a poem tonight about what happened.
Just like that. I figured you will.
In
You
your
should,
honor.
there's plenty of ink to work with here. Time shift!
Time shift!
Oh wait, you have an action. We didn't do. Oh,
You
no,
said I'm still transforming in
Okay.
all these realities.
Top of the round. Top of the round. We're back at Vega. You are transformed, Chad. And we are back at the duel.
It's our mating ritual. Space, and I start transforming.
Get up and do a lap for me. Sorry. You know what? That looks great. Can you sit back down for a second? Because Bowie for life.
Because
what?
#MetaPoint.
Who?
I do have a rosy buff, but I have to call it before I do the shot, and I forgot.
Well, and you failed by so much, it almost wouldn't have helped.
Yep.
With the penalty.
Yeah, I know. I should have used it. I would have succeeded.
Guys, you
Use
know
it
what I
next
feel
time.
like? I feel like it's Bowie time.
I heard
Dancing
that.
time. All right.
Since we're in the middle of a dance area in some places, we're in the
Okay.
middle of a fight in some other areas, and a date in another area, and maybe a coffee shop massacre in another. let's just dance it out, guys.
I like
Okay.
it.
All right, let's just.
Masters of the Metaverse, Masters of the Metaverse.
Oh, yeah.
Go through time and space.
Yes,
So,
Bubbles.
Control them, re-roll them, throw them apart. Like dimensions, this isn't a bluff. Heroes compelled, they have no choice.
Are you sure you're not singing?
What? I like this song. No, it's really not me, it's Shop, I promise. Masters.
Break it down now.
Masters of the Metaverse, Masters of the Metaverse.
Yes.
I love that song so much.
Sorry about my time.
I'm
I really still enjoy that song.
Oh, Bowie for life. You make me so happy. So we've done both of our meltdowns, correct?
Correct. You've melted.
So we're
you've
out
hacked,
of meltdowns. We've done all of our systems.
did your systems.
No, we've got one more. We've got one extra system.
We have not ruled.
We
We have not
rule
done
either.
the other hack attack either.
Oh yeah, no, this is it. It's
No, we did.
Chad doing all the stuff.
We
The
did.
drinking
Oh, yeah.
contest, the
All the contests have to
poetry
happen.
contest.
The hacks are done. It's the rule of cool we haven't done
Yeah,
yet.
it's really cool.
So,
Chris, she knows the rule of cool, right?
I do.
He heard that.
All right, folks. Now that we're back at the top of the round, technically again, because we just danced it out.
Yep.
We're gonna go back to Vegas. Now, this was going very, very well for just a second. The fight turned into a non-fight. Everyone looked like they were gonna walk away with their dignity intact. And that's when your mother announced the jousting contest. And who better than to participate in this jousting contest than your two suitors versus you?
Oh! Ooh. Sorry, Chad.
Prepare to joust.
I'm not worried.
I'll come right back to you.
Okay.
Richie. You've managed to not get trashed while doing this drinking contest, which is you're a little soaked, and it's beer, so it's got that beer
Sticky.
smell, but it's nothing a quick spell won't take care of.
That do it.
Oh yeah, you snap your fingers and you're, you know,
Can I use like a time bubble to speed the drying process?
that's exactly how it works because it's time magic, girl.
You could, if the air could go faster, like a wind.
Oh, that's cool. Oh yeah.
You can do all sorts of stuff.
Great.
Can I get a mind roll from you and just tell me what the number comes out to be?
9.
So you beat your mind score by 1. That is plenty good enough. Here's what you see. A few seconds from now in the future, you and Chad are going to be attacked by the entire wait staff of this restaurant. You just
Okay.
got a glimpse of the future.
Is Chad still transforming?
Chad has just finished transforming, and his folks are just staring at him like,
What? Well, because now it's,
You have to learn to accept me for who I am, Dad.
"You're a friggin' space princess?" Time shifts.
No!
You can bring it back. You can bring it back. Time shift back if you
Time
want.
shift back!
Okay, what?
Time!
Good choice.
Time shift!
As we move on. Eliana.
I have totally heard that all my space sparkle sisters, have totally transformed, and I'm like feeling left out.
So
I'm
far,
really,
you
like,
only know about Chad.
but I totally could hear it totally in my ear with my nanowasps.
Right, you can hear that they said the word space or time or whatever it was, but
I'm like,
you are so far in Avatar right now that you just getting that is slightly unlikely. Unless you want to take an action to notice it.
okay, never mind. So we're just still dancing, and I'm trying to cover up like Chad's bits.
Chad's bits are no longer. He's in full armor now.
You saw him transform.
I did. Like,
Yeah, he's transformed and
Okay.
he's in fine shape. I would say that the dance contest is kind of done at that point.
like for sure, because we like totally won.
Yeah, I think at least you're totally winning.
For sure.
is there anything you'd like to do? Are you going to gloat? Or are you going to...
Oh no, like if I totally have an extra turn, I would like to like try to notice if what my other Space Sparkle sisters are doing.
Okay, you can absolutely reach out with your mind to do that.
Like, sisters, what's happening?
So your sorcery skill is 18.
Yeah.
You have no problem making that roll without even trying. You don't have to. You don't have to roll a single die for that because you were on top of it. Here's what you know. Chad is wasted.
Like, Chad, why were you
All of the
thinking?
Chads are wasted. All of the Chads are poisoned.
Oh.
Zelenia is fighting somebody, assassins from what you can tell, over in her wing. There's a joust happening, and it looks like Vega is fighting two people, one of whom is Chad.
This looks real bad.
Okay, well, I'm totally gonna transform so I can at least have my 100.
Ricci is like trying to, she's trying to keep things together around this very, very large family. She looks like she's preparing for something. But you can't tell what. You know that she senses danger, but that's all you can tell from her.
I totally would like to like transform. Sun.
And you do. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, that was your action for the round. Moving on to Zelenia.
Time shift to Selenia.
To Zelenia. There are still two assassins.
And they're both boys.
They're boys. There's no question. These boys are boys. Although they're wearing pants, they could be in disguise.
You see what I did to that one?
Are you asking them or the screaming people running through the room?
I'm asking them.
Okay, they can't hear you because there's screaming people running through the room.
Okay, well then I very quickly move up to one of them.
And?
Did you see what I did to him?
Do you indicate where?
Yeah, I point to the headless one.
Okay, so you you get him, you walk up to him, and you're like, hey, you see that guy over there?
Yeah.
Okay, he, thankfully you pointed, so yes.
He's that dumb.
And he says, yes.
Good, because let me tell you, we had a Do I get a chance to block?
Yeah, of course. I'm not gonna.
I'm using a meta point.
There is a meta point. There is a meta point. Oh, there's two.
You got this, Sparkle sister.
And I'm using my buff.
Yeah.
And you're using your buff.
Yes, because I have +5.
To dodge out of the way of this?
Yeah, I want to finish my sentence to him. I want to block this dart. I don't want to get poisoned.
I don't want you to get poisoned either. I like you.
Okay, so this is just my DCV, but with battle armor.
Yes.
Yeah, DCV battle armor, and you get a +5 to the roll.
Oh, thank God. I'm also going to use my Patreon, because that's...
She needed all the things.
So 12, 10, 5, so I beat it by 5.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. You take no damage, and it just tings right off your blades. And
Chad Blaster!
And you finish your sentence?
Yeah, there was a painting party after this. We were gonna paint our feelings and you ruined that, so you better have a good reason for being here, and you better tell me what it is right now.
All right. He begins to talk, but rounds only last 6 seconds. Chad Blaster!
Yes.
Who are you Chad blasting?
I mean, realistically.
The one she's with, or the one that you're, or the one that's attacking you?
The one that's attacking me would probably have the focus of my attention at present.
Another needle flew by you, by the
Chad
way.
Blaster!
Chad Blaster. Chad blast him.
Oh right, I gotta roll.
You have to attack him. He has to defend.
I made it. I made it by 3.
And he missed by 1, so you absolutely do full. Are you doing stun damage to him?
No.
You're doing full Chad damage.
I'm a little drunk at the moment.
Yeah, you are.
And I'm a little bit towards Thomas, so there's some violence that's a little bit pent up.
And when you beat it by 5, do you mean that you beat it by 5 without the -5 penalty?
Beat it on the nose.
Beat it on the nose. That's what I wanted to hear. Well, so we're only gonna do 75% damage because he totally flubbed his bits and pieces roll. So that's 75 damage, right?
Yeah, it's 100 damage base, so yeah.
Yeah, so that'd be 75
100.
damage. Which bad guy? So this is the new guy. Oh, but he's only one of these assassin guys. So, yeah, there's a little puddle of pink goo on the floor now with flowers growing out of it.
And I'd like to use my ability to know how many hit
And
points.
birds are whistling around.
I'd like to use my ability to know how many hit points the one that's on Zelenia has.
The one that she is currently talking to?
Yes.
That just shot at her?
Yes.
He has less than 50.
Awesome. Next round.
Yep. And Vega!
Time shift. Yes.
The joust is beginning.
I can't joust with that.
She asks if you want to joust them both at once or one at a time. Both at once, she says. Every little princess's dream. Okay. So, Chad, you are going... Oh boy, so many bad things to say right now, and I'm gonna hold every single one of them in because I am a good princess master.
Princess.
Ah, your mom holds everything in.
Oh, snap. That was about my mom. She watches this show. You're a dick.
No, I meant...
His father's name is Richard. With the whole, what do you think?
Did I just dug it? Is that...
Chad, I gotta let you know that I am the keeper of all of space, and I cannot go easy on you.
It's all good.
I will look dumb to my family.
I'm not concerned at all, because we are locked in the friend zone still.
I know, that's why I'm apologizing to you.
Oh, okay.
It also means that you can't attack him right now.
Well, that's fine. I can use gravity to deflect.
All right, so
Oh yeah.
you both start on the same side of the barrier.
Mm-hmm.
You're both on some really, really powerful looking robo-rocket horses. You two, a really big, mean black one with a unicorn horn.
Do I have to make a riding check for this?
Like robot.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
piloting
and a
check?
jousting check.
Or a
Wait, do I
piloting
have
check?
to?
or
I
what's
already
the-
did.
This is a riding check. Although, with a little, I'll let you take a free electronics roll if you want to make it a piloting check. But you're making the electronics roll the -4 in addition to your -5.
I'd like to make a meta point.
Oh, we're out of meta points now.
No more meta points.
And I will, you said I can make an electronics to make it a piloting check? This is not good math
Neither
for me
am I
right
good.
now. We're gonna just do a riding check. It's all good. Maybe I fall off. She doesn't hurt me to begin with. I'm gonna fall off.
You're gonna fall off.
I'm gonna get a 14 on that riding check.
Out of 6.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and that's not even with the
And a
5,
5-point
so
penalty.
it's a 19.
Oh damn. Commander Raven though is a renowned jouster.
Yeah.
I guess. Because he rolled very well.
It pays
Do I
my
have to roll
characters
for
built
this
to
or
do
no?
this scene.
Yes, you do. You need to. We have to defend against one attack and
Rolled
make a
a
riding
4.
check. Not a
My
problem.
piloting's 18.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. You rule
Get it,
ass.
girl.
No question.
Okay.
You can make one attack versus both of them, but since you're Princess Vega, don't you have like a special thing that?
I have
If
enough
you-
that I can do multiple
Yeah,
attacks.
you have 2 attacks,
I can do, multiple attacks.
and you are allowed to use your katana for this.
So
You
can
just
I
not-
do
you're
one
just not allowed
katana,
to kill
one
them.
jousting, both on Raven?
Yeah, both on Raven.
Well,
Absolutely.
I can't attack him.
You can't attack Chad, but he basically just
He fell off
unhorsed. He just
yeah.
unhorsed himself.
Oh, man.
So you've already won that part of the round.
I don't want to kill Raven, though. That's the problem.
You won't. The rules state that you're not allowed to kill him, and you can use your magic not to kill people. You just generally choose to kill people.
Are we racing towards each other yet?
You are falling off.
You are falling off your horse. You're like honestly a -1 away from having your foot caught in the stirrup as it drags you down the gravel road. And there's not even gravel because you're technically on a space station. How did they get horses on here? I don't know. All right.
He's really nervous.
I need you to make your katana roll.
Okie dokies. Rolled a 10 and my
Okay.
katana
And the
was
first
a-
and the second katana roll.
Okie dokes.
What was that?
7.
7.
Yeah.
Those are both good enough to hit the fuck out of
Yeah!
crazy Commander Raven.
No, Raven.
So let's see if he can make the riding check to stay on his hoss. He can with the first attack, and he can with the second attack. However, as he rides past you, he seems like he's haha, but there's 2 big slashes across his armor, and it has fallen off of his body. He is
Okay.
wearing clothes underneath, but there's also a big X slashed into those 2, and he is bare-chested.
Of course he is.
Because you sliced his shirt open and it came
No, but
flying
you know
open.
he likes
Does he have a
it.
giant tattoo of Mount Rushmore right
He has no tattoos because he doesn't believe in them. He doesn't want to mar his body with anything but a blade.
here?
He's
Like she did.
He's a pretty hardcore dude like that.
But he doesn't have any originality or charisma.
He will. He's gonna concede because if that would have been real hit points, he would be dead, and then dead again.
That's it. Well, that's easy.
Yeah, the thing about a magical space princess versus even a regular magical guy is.
Are my people clapping?
Oh God, no! They're gonna clap because they're worried you're gonna do it to them next.
Okay, cool.
Like it was such an impressive feat. Moving on, Richie.
Time. I
Shift.
did that last time.
You did that, so you are fully in time.
I'm in time. Chad,
Yes.
I sense danger.
So
I
do
caught
I.
a glimpse into the future. And we are going to be attacked.
By who?
The wait staff. Do you think that maybe I should stop the time bubbles and call all the princesses together and just have one of you?
With our powers combined.
Exactly. Yes. Our powers combine really, really well.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm imagining now the future gifting. I'm happy. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Great.
Focus, Chad.
All right, so that's your plan.
I would like to
I
bring
need
us all together.
Who's attacking
All right,
us?
make
Wait staff.
make a sorcery roll.
God, all the chads are gonna disappear.
Are they only attacking us?
We're gonna find out who's Chad Prime. Do
Everybody
it. Go
getting
for it.
attacked.
I somehow try and psychically convey to my sisters that I'm
have
sorry
no
about their
loss.
family situations, but we have to do this right now. We're going to be attacked.
We can all hear you.
I rolled a 4. I verbally communicated to my sisters.
That's not a problem. You beat it by 8, so that's plenty.
Who is Chad Prime?
Let's find out. We have 4 possibilities for Chad Prime. I'm gonna say 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah.
Chad Prime.
You are with Richie, just like you thought you were the entire time.
I knew I could
Thank
tell.
goodness.
I could tell.
I could tell too.
Okay, like I totally use my flight of 1,000 miles per hour and
All right,
because I have like
Sparkle sisters.
transformed,
you do.
right?
You do have
Sure.
flight
And you're
transform,
And I have
Sister
travel.
and you have travel. You can use a leadership ability, which you have.
Yeah.
To communicate with the princesses, then you can cast 1 spell to bring them all to the same place.
Okay.
If you make your leadership roll.
Okay.
And that's all it'll take.
Leadership 16. I rolled a 4.
Yeah! Yeah, you absolutely make it. Where are you taking them? Are you bringing them to you? Are you going to them? What's happening?
Can I bring them all to Richie?
Yes.
I'm
you
bringing
can-
us all to Richie.
Okay, so you home in on Richie, and you take a step, and you stand next to Richie. Because he
sister.
just folds
Sparkle
face
sister.
in on
Sparkle
himself.
sisters.
You reach over
Chad.
with both hands into nothing and pull your other Sparkle sister seemingly from nowhere.
Sparkle
The
sisters.
Chad you seem to have left back in the ballroom
Whoops.
disappeared.
No, like your Chad.
Oh, my Chad
because like the real one is right here.
Chad,
Chad Prime, ready to go.
Chad Prime, ready to go. I need 4 body checks from you. You don't have to use your -5, but I need 4 of them.
Matter. What happens when this fails?
Well, each one is going to give you a cumulative -1 to your roll.
I haven't used my buff yet. I can give an ally 3 points.
How many did you make?
Can I help you to get 1?
I made 1. Your buff would make it that I'd make 2.
Do it. Get rid of my buff.
Thanks,
Okay.
Sparkle
Chad.
sister.
Done and done. So that'll only
cool,
give you a
Chad.
-2.
So I'm at a -7.
You are at a -7 currently, unless somebody wanted to heal any problems that you might have from poison.
Oh, right.
Otherwise, technically, you will be dead in about 12 seconds anyway.
What?
You got this. You can save him.
Heal?
Like
Well, one of your... What?
I can heal.
The
I can
dart.
heal. I can heal him.
The dart kills you in 4 rounds.
I was not aware of this problem.
No, yeah, I wasn't going to tell you until you asked about it.
It's okay. We're gonna.
But if somebody were to heal you, you'd be
I'm
fine.
working on it.
Can I extract the poison with
Oh, we
gravity?
stated a rule.
Huh?
You know that, right?
Yes.
Very good. Okay.
All right, folks, here we are. Just a few more minutes to go.
You guys. Chad, you can't die.
The entire waitstaff of this restaurant are trained assassins.
They're gonna get fired.
Chad's family is in this room. There are 5 magical space princesses in this room. Rule of cool. What are we doing? Chad, I'm sorry. The only way you're gonna make this roll is if you win it. I mean, pretty much.
It's true.
Wait, when can I? What? Can I use this at any point?
Right now, it's our rule of cool round. This is probably going to be the final battle round of the game for today. So unless you guys want a sad cliffhanger, I suggest that your
I
rule
got
of
it.
cool.
I got it. I'll try to save him.
All right, let's make it happen. What are you doing?
Me? Oh boy. I'm gonna use. Can I use my gravity to extract the poison out of his body?
This is the rule of cool round. Basically, you think of the coolest thing that you could possibly conceivably do, and you don't ask me if you can do it. You tell me that's what you do.
Oh. Okay.
And if chat likes your answer the best, you get a +10 on the roll. You automatically succeed critically. However, if they don't choose you, you do the same action you said you were going to do at a -5.
Oh shit. Okay.
Or -12 in my case.
-12.
Or a
in your
-12
case.
in his case.
So.
Do you want me to show you how this works real quick? We'll just start somewhere else.
Sure, I've only done it once. So.
Yeah, it's cool. Let's start over on the chat end, since you need to do something pretty effing amazing in order to get through this.
I've got nothing.
Be as Chad as you can be right now, Chad. Don't forget you got Brad backing you up.
I know. What do you think, Brad?
Well, you know, I mean, there's a ton of things you could do. I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, you're the brains of the operation. I'm just the meat.
Oh. They're all trained assassins, but they're also waitstaff, right?
Yes. Trained waitstaff.
Okay, I have an idea.
Great.
I'd like to tap into my my domestic arts abilities.
Okay, tell me what you're doing.
As a trained cook and such. So, since I know that all of these assassins are also trained waitstaff, I know that there are certain things that matter a great deal to them.
That is true.
One of those things that matters a great deal to them is tip karma.
Tip karma is a real thing.
And whether or not they have been treated fairly by tippers in the past.
Yeah.
And
Keep
so,
in mind you're also here with your family.
Correct. I don't know. I don't have one yet. If anyone else does, you go first.
I've got mine.
Go.
So I'm gonna use my bonus, or my special power that I got, and I'm going to attempt to heal Chad.
Okay.
Even though I hate him.
With your haiku?
I hate boys a lot, but Harvey says to save you. #sparkle love.
All right, so you are going to cure Chad and make sure he doesn't die of poison in the next 6 seconds.
I kind of want her to win.
I kind of want her to win too.
I am going to into swarm form.
Swarm form?
And I am. How many waitstaff are there? Many. Lots.
We'll say there's 12.
Okay. I would like to.
Can we get 5 meta points?
No, we don't have 5 meta points. There's not enough meta points.
If we did.
I'm swarm forming, and I'm going to. Oh, I'm knocking off all of any weapons that they have. I'm just like using my little nano wasps to.
You're going into swarm form and then splitting up into 12 different pieces to disarm
all of the waitstaff.
So you're basically using your nano swarm just to eat their weapons.
Yes.
Beautiful. Okay, I like it. You got something for me, Chadster?
No, I'm scared.
All right.
I'm really scared.
BT.
Thinking that we could have prevented all of this by just being truthful with all of your families, would like to use my do-over and go back in time when we were hatching this plan and instill truth and friendship. And you know, in my Sparkle system, in the Dynamax system, we don't have to get married right now. Maybe we could talk to our families, your families, about how it's time to not do those old stupid traditions anymore.
All right, so you are going to attempt to enlighten your Sparkle sisters.
Back in time.
Back in
not
time.
the sisters, they're very enlightened. They're families.
Just our family.
Yeah, they went along with these lies just the same as everyone else.
Well, they have a chance to do it over.
Secrets are no fun. Secrets
And
hurt
we'll anticipate and know that the waitstaff is going to attack us, and we can hatch a better plan.
All right.
Time travel.
What do you got, Vega?
I'm gonna use my leadership skills, and I'm gonna give these guys a speech that they've never heard. This waitstaff.
These assassins?
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm gonna prey on their.
So you're going the Chad method.
No, I'm not done yet. And I'm gonna be able to draw out who their manager is, and then I'm gonna challenge him to a duel with my katana.
So you are attempting to find out the leader of these assassins / waiters.
Right.
Who you're hoping is the restaurant manager.
You
You got this, Jack, and I hope this helps. Hashtag MetaPoints.
Hey.
Whoa.
Father muckers.
Now we've got two. We've got two.
You've got 2?
We're close.
He needs 5
I know. I have to drop
to
5.
do something.
No, it's okay. With 5, I could drop another hack. Or no, I couldn't because no, it doesn't matter. No, I didn't because I had the.
That was awesome,
I'm
though,
thinking out
Chad.
loud.
Oh my gosh.
That was awesome.
Thank you, chat.
Okay.
It's turn.
Okay.
All right, Chad, what are you doing? What's your cool?
No, I got it. We got this. Oh, we're going that way?
What way are we going?
2 points to full Thomas.
Okay. That will get rid of your drunk modifier.
Correct. I am going to use Thomas's awareness of the metapods and how they work, his ties to the organization, to reach out to the controllers back in the main pod and force a hard reboot.
Okay.
Which will immediately rid anyone of any damaging or other effects that that are going on right then.
Okay.
And then additionally, I would like to tap into Thomas's blind fury.
Okay, which is triggered by what?
It's just he's got anger issues.
Oh, he just has a generally bad temper, Thomas does.
He's got anger issues.
You know, blind fury is usually attached to something. So we should find a trigger for that at some point.
Well, there are a couple.
was
There are a couple
poisoned.
triggers that are in there.
Oh, okay. I didn't see them.
Oh, they're on the sheet right here.
Oh.
You need me to talk about them right now, or is this
No. We can talk about those another time.
Okay, cool. Actually, I'll use 1 meta point because this way I can
there's
tap
one
into
left.
both. So 1 point, 1 meta point to tap into the pods to pop off the poison and such, but in particular to tap into Thomas's blind fury to go batshit crazy with Chadwick's battle armor attack and just start Chad blasting as many people and waiter staff people as possible.
Yes, it's what we call back in the old episodes of Metaverse as going crash.
Yes. It's a poor man's hack attack.
Quite. All right, my friends, let's get a vote on. Here's what we've got. Vega is going to... Wait, what were you doing?
Duel.
I'm going to give an inspirational
speech
to draw out their general manager
Right.
and rip him to smithereens.
She's calling out the bad guy to have a duel with him
Right.
and get rid of all the assassins in one fell swoop. Ricci, one more time.
Back in time, make it all right.
She's gonna make it so this never even happened.
And make it even better than it could have
They
been.
wake up and they were dead the whole time on the island. Okay.
No,
She said better.
She's fixing the end of Lost. That's her action.
nope. Not doing that.
Despite hating boys, a little voice in my head says that I should heal him, and so I tap into my
So,
other powers.
Heals the boy.
It was a fuzzy bunny that helped me.
Disarm the.
Disarms
with
all the
4
bad guys, and of course,
Reboot the system. Reboot the metapods in order to rid this whole poison thing, etc. And Thomas has anger issues related to
time to go Hoss.
feeling like he has been unjustly treated by others.
Yeah, and it's time to go hostile.
So he is going to tap into that blind fury.
All right, let's get those votes in, everybody. It's going to be the last move we do for tonight, and we will see how things end.
Stress.
Oh, they're coming in.
A stress.
Oh boy.
If you don't win, you don't actually have to do said thing. Like
You
Yeah,
do.
you do.
Yes,
you just roll for it.
Everybody
Someday
You
you'll
have to
learn
do
that.
it, but you have to roll at a -5 or whatever it is.
Oh.
I also have to pee so badly after
All
drinking
right.
a soda.
Here's how we go, everybody.
Shit.
You're all about to do your actions.
Yes.
When suddenly you feel your consciousness fade as you get pulled back into your individual metapods and sucked back into the real world. You no longer feel drunk. None of you have any negative status effects
Chad
anymore.
won.
You are all back in the middle and safely in your pods at home. That'll be the end, everybody. We will see you next time on Masters of the Metaverse.
Oh, jeez.
You have to do that.
Yeah.
Another waffle next time.
Are we clear?
Are we?
If we're not, we're all sitting in very awkward space.
Yeah.
Are we clear?
Base.
I don't know.
See.
Are we?
Bum, ba-da-bum, bum, ba-dum.